You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. The most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey. The most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
Could we rise again as a nation?
What do you mean, could we rise again as a nation?
Okay, because the state of the country.
What do you mean by the state of the country? I don't understand that. Explain me.
Right, the country have plenty money.
Plenty money?
Yeah.
How you know that? So you have to tell me I have a child. Tell me now. How you know that? Gentlemen, thank you for the day. I can't really understand that.
Oh, mama. Oh, mama. Oh, yo. My nation is giving prophecy unfolding, judgment in morning. I love you still, mommy. When will it end? Tell me, how did we come this way? Oh, my Trinidad and Tobago. While the nation still hope and pray, the devil busy, I say. Oh, my Trinidad and Tobago. Oh, no, I'm feeling the pain for you, mama. Revelation strikes at your corner. Still we are holding on. Your children have lost their way, fighting for survival each day. Oh, no. Going from dawn till dawn. What is happening to my country? Every day is a sacrifice. Blood flowing like water daily. Lives could be lost at any price. The anthem is now a whisper. Some don't care to stand when it plays. The lawless is now in control, so the good folks going away. Oh, my Trinity, strange signs all around we are. The hills are alive in a different way. Your babies are dying, brutally I'm seeing here. Could we rise again, come what may? Yeah. Oh, the mighty dollar, now cast a spell of uncertainty. Oh, my Trinidad and Tobago. You see, when the rich is getting richer, the poor must remain empty. Oh, my Trinidad. Know that error. I say, oh, no, people balling for pain and hunger, inflation, cost of living higher. Can't get no daily bread. So the youth them on top the hill, somehow their bread basket don't fill. Oh, no, so they turn to crime instead. The arms of the state disappointed, still their salaries are daunted. Large increase in the fiscal budget, oil money reach a all-time high. Don't buy no jet for so much of money when the hospitals are in need. Poor people at everyone's mercy, so the hill reacting indeed. Oh, no, yeah, the people cry, yeah. The hills are alive in a different way. Them who take in we money must pay for it dearly one day. Could we rise again, come what may? Yeah. How could we truly excel in the midst of all this suffering? Oh, my Trinidad. No. Tell me, like Shadow said, poverty is hell, so it seems like the devil is king. Oh, my Trinidad. No. Cocaine and guns in the heart of the ghetto is what we sow, we shall reap tomorrow. Who are we going to blame? Even school children doing crime, well, that is a sign of the time. Oh, my Lord, have we now gone insane? Whilst we kill, we own one by one. Skyscrapers going up in town. Chinese laborers at the core. This new city some shall see no more. So we have to hold on to CPEP 10 days and must to get along. Scraping the bottom of the barrel with all this money in town. My Lord, the hills are alive in a different way. You have to do more for the people. Better wages to ease the struggle. Yeah. Could we rise again, come what may? Yeah. In this abundance of wealth, still the poor people cannot cope. Oh, my Trinidad and Tobago, it is a stark reality. So much have given up hope. Oh, my Trinidad, oh, my Trinidad and Tobago. Oh, my, oh no. Some turn to vagrants in the city, homeless children begging have mercy, Lord. Child abuse have risen again. Look like Jean and Dinah come back in town. The girls and them singing the song. To survive by any means necessary, dignity gone down the drain. Some say the leaders have failed to do right for one and for all. When there is an imbalance of the scale, then the writing is on the wall. If you ignore the plight of the people, well, the devil shall intervene. It's only divine intervention. I hope you know what I mean. Well, is it true that God is a Trinity with all these crimes and sweet La Trinity? No. The hills are alive in a different way.
Population, gun control.
And is it true we have all this money in this land of so much poverty? No. The Lord is my shepherd, come what may. Yeah. Do you the powers that be? Hear the cries of the people you see. All this wealth and nothing for we. No. Because of living is too high. This little money the poor can't buy. Oh my, why? There must be a way. To help the people today, I say, there must be a way. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done. From Genesis to Revelation, in my Father's house are around many mansions. To take care of 1.3 million natural resources, he made provision to feed this nation. Look, we have oil and gas, it's Lake and Mars, and Calypso, Choppy and Limbo. When there is no property, crime would decline naturally, then we could live in harmony. My holy La Trinity, I love you, mama. I love you, mommy, yeah. My thank you.
Keep me as the apple of thine eye. Hide me under the shadow of thy wing. O Lord, my Savior. It's so hard to deal with personal struggle. So sad when you feel alone in your trouble. It's real hard when you want to talk to a brother. It's so bad because of how some look at you after. So Jesus, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover my head. Satan want me dead. Cover my back from human attack. So Jesus, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. People see you smile, but don't know the hurt that you're feeling. At times your heart does be bleeding. Where can you go when you're really looking for healing? Who know how to flow when your soul needs some restoring? So Jesus, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me home from evils unknown. Cover my feet so I'll never retreat. Oh Lord, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover my brother, cover my sister, them who under pressure. Cover the preacher, every church worker, the young believer. Cover the worship leader and intercessor, every gospel minister. Cover. Jesus alone is the one who has the real answer. The one on the throne is the true and loving Father. He will hold your hand and keep you from going under. He will make you stand and let you know he's a fixer. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me mind. You know the struggle sometimes. Cover me mouth, that the wrong thing wouldn't come out. Oh Lord, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover the Christian in the midst of aggression with the power of your right hand. Jesus, cover them helpless children. Jesus, defend them. Send help from heaven. Jesus, cover all them radio stations that blessing the nation. Grant divine protection. Jesus, cover me.
Truer words were never spoken. The less you associate with some people, the more your life will improve. Anytime you tolerate mediocrity in others, it increases your mediocrity. An important attribute in successful people is their impatience with negative thinking and negative acting people. As you grow, your associates will change. Some of your friends will not want you to go on. They will want you to stay where they are. Friends that don't help you climb will want you to crawl. Your friends will stretch your vision or choke your dream. Those that don't increase you will eventually decrease you. Consider this. Never receive counsel from unproductive people. Never discuss your problems with someone incapable of contributing to the solution, because those who never succeed themselves are always first to tell you how. Not everyone has a right to speak into your life. You are certain to get the worst of the bargain when you exchange ideas with the wrong person. Don't follow anyone who's not going anywhere. With some people you spend an evening. With others, you invest it. Be careful where you stop to inquire for directions along the road of life. Wise is the person who fortifies his life with the right friendships. If you run with wolves, you will learn how to howl. But if you associate with eagles, you will learn how to soar to great heights. A mirror reflects a man's face, but what he is really like is shown by the kind of friends he chooses. The simple but true fact of life is that you become like those with whom you closely associate, for the good and the bad. Note, be not mistaken. This is applicable to family as well as friends. Yes, do love, appreciate, and be thankful for your family, for they will always be your family, no matter what. Just
Let me say a special, excuse me, let me say a special hello to all the WZYE 95.9 FM listeners. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, it's in the village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, we come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Don't forget, folks, as soon as you get in, do your civic duty, do your WZYE civic duty, share the live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe. WZYE TV on YouTube. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, you always know you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444 or 973-609-6509. That's 973-609-6509. And folks, you know, yes, when you join us, you know how we start the thing here at In the Village. This is how we start the thing.
It have our place, WZYE, where they treat you like friends and family. So if you're looking for a place to belong, going WZYE, you could come along. If you have haste, do come with me. We do have dad on WZYE, Santa Medite.
Have it, ladies and gentlemen, the resident love doctor, Dr. Love himself, Rennie Muhammad.
Welcome to WZYE TV 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. And on Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. on Let's Talk Politics. Like, share and subscribe to keep up to date with reality affecting your life. And as we always say, we bring the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
Yep.
You're tuned to WZYE, the heartbeat of unfiltered truth. We're more than a station, we're a movement, grounded in facts, driven by integrity, committed to progress. We don't chase headlines, we create them. Decoding politics and current affairs to question power, not cozy up to it. From Laventille to Scarborough, whether you're in your living room or your commute, this is where perspectives collide, divides dissolve, and tomorrow's conversations start today. WZYE, we originate, not imitate.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We always say to you, ladies and gentlemen, we do mean that. We bring you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. We didn't just say that to you, but we put that in words as well. Take a listen.
Ansam LeBon and Marshall Nesbitt solemnly swear to conduct this radio program in a true, fair, and balanced manner, ensuring that all perspectives are given equal consideration and that the information presented is objective and unbiased. We pledge to provide a platform where diverse voices can be heard, fostering open and constructive dialogue that serves the best interests of our audience and community. Our commitment is to uphold the principles of journalistic integrity and ethical broadcasting throughout the duration of this program. Thank you.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the only program on the planet that have an oath/pledge to you, the people of Trinidad and Tobago, the diaspora and the world, that when you come into the village, you'll get the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Yeah? Let me say welcome to my pal, the man himself, the young man himself, Uncle Tommy Boy. Tommy, how you going?
Much better today, and I thank you. Thank you for holding it down yesterday. Sorry, I have to apologize for my technical issues that I had yesterday. I had problems with my equipment, and I want to apologize for that. So hopefully today will be much better than yesterday. And because I'm glad to be here with you. And how are you doing, Professor?
I can't complain. Today was a great day. I did 6 miles today.
Excellent.
Yeah. Today was really fantastic.
When is the meet that you're preparing for?
You know, to me, sometimes I just wonder about myself. You know? It just seems like I just like to go out and run, and not worrying about whether I run in a meet or not. Somehow, but it will happen soon. It will happen soon. And to me, The next international meet I run, I want to represent Trinidad and Tobago. Eh? Now, let me be transparent. Although I like to be transparent. Eh? I haven't represented Trinidad and Tobago in over, let me see, buddy.
40 years.
40, yeah, correct. Thanks a lot. Over 40 something years. So I was representing the United States in that time. And all my gold medals in world championships and world records have been
US based.
right as a US based. But I feel now that I want to continue to inspire people in Trinidad and Tobago now. So I'm gonna run for Trinidad and Tobago. I've been having a hard time so far. I don't know why. But
well, let's not look back.
Yeah. Hopefully everything will work out. I've been trying to work things out for a little while now, but things go good, man. And so next time,
you guys on the finish line.
Yeah, next time, people see me run, they go see me running a TNT outfit and bringing back gold medals. Well, bringing back medals to Trinidad and Tobago. I'll put it out.
No, you can say gold because you have to aspire.
Yeah. Correct is right. Yeah, gold medals. Yeah. Correct is right. Because, all this set of hard training is not to go and come fourth or fifth, but, these are the world championships. This is the best of the best in your age group. Understand? So, I'm putting in all the hard work and I'm looking forward. Yeah. So let me go to the chat. Hey, we had some restoration. Back to how things used to be. First thing was Mr. Intellectual. Blessed afternoon, Pro Uncle T and all villagers. Hope you all having a tremendously blessed and productive day, filled with all of God's goodness and choices, blessings. Hey, but wait now, Santa Cruz inching up, Tommy.
Oh yeah.
Though she inching up, man.
Yeah, she's right there knocking on the door.
She's knocking on the door, man. She's second again. Second. Bitcoin, welcome.
Professor Wall Street.
Yeah, man.
Good evening.
Oh, you drop out yesterday, boy, and you come back. All right.
Yeah. Well, sometimes you some days, every day can't be the same, but I'm here, so I'm grateful.
Good to see you back.
Thank you.
You hear about a team called the Avengers, right?
Yeah.
Well, the PNM have a team, but they call them the Scavengers.
In Parliament?
Yeah, the Scavengers. That's the new team that going and fight for the country. Yeah, Aranta Rowley, Dolly House Dolly, Penniless Penny, Cole Potter, Loser Lala, and others form the Scavengers. They're picking up all the cases for all them people who get misrepresented or lost their job and all this sort of thing, right? They're fighting for the people now, right? So them is the new superheroes on the block. All the time they was missing in action and people getting fired left, right, and center under their regime. But the Scavengers going to fight for you. So if you're feeling that you was unduly fired by this government, all these Scavengers, right? And they will fight for you. You hear the characters I call?
Yeah.
Right? So they on the job. And all these Scavengers yesterday lost a matter, but too bad he was not around to face the music. Some lady from the Equal Opportunities Commission was wrongfully dismissed. And they had to pay the lady $1.5 million now. This government had to pay the woman that money and reinstate she. So you see, these Scavengers have a good record of winning, losing stuff, So if all they want to hire them, go ahead and hire them. You're going to be in court fight winning nothing, right? Paul are really loser. They needed a fight case for them now. Well, he signed up for that. So let him take that in the back pocket. I'm only sorry that the next one, Rambali and company, come in 2 to fight for him, for the government. For the Scavengers. Anyway, fellas, have a good night.
Yeah, man. Bless.
Thank you.
So yeah, Miss Santa Cruz is right behind Miss Intellectual. She inching up. Good evening, Washington and Uncle Tommy.
Good evening, Miss Santa Cruz.
Santa Cruz and she ain't playing joke, but good evening to my friends in the village chat. Susan Lalchan was next up. Susan says, great evening, Washington and Uncle Tommy and all on the chat. Full song get regulated, boy. Regulated. He get pushed to the back. I'm upset that. He get oh God Hanif whap up from you to the no, not just Hanif. Also Miss Santa Cruz and also Susan Lalchan. So Volsang, you're losing your pep, brother. You're losing your pep. You gotta get some step in your pep or pep in your step.
You just stay in the game. You just stay in the game. You'll get there.
Nah, but you're going backwards.
But you gotta keep on keeping on.
Yeah, for whatever, backward never, you know. VS say good evening, Wars, Uncle Tommy, and good evening to all in the chat. Yeah. Man say get a notification, and the notification come in one time, yes. Mr. Intellectual say, anybody ever heard about selling of a cemetery? I heard an ex-minister sell one in Mousika Old. The people in the garden village and surrounding kicking brass, but people building house there in the cemetery. You hear about that, Tommy? I see that. What cemetery is that?
I don't know. Yes. Yes.
Tommy, if you own a cemetery, you don't worry about no. You don't worry about nothing that you know that cemetery you will get full up.
So you gotta worry about managing it.
You don't worry no nothing. You're good to go. Batman said, blessed evening, everyone. Vindra says, good evening, Mr. Washington and Uncle Tommy. Vindra also said to Hanif, Daniel, VS, Anna, Susan, Batman. How Batman get a name, boy? I wonder if you ever Robin. Cool Runner said good night, Wall Street, Tommy, chat. Hey, look, Paul, Sammy, boy. With the two different middle name and last name. Paul, Sammy. Bless good night, Professor Wall Street, Uncle Tommy, and everyone in the chat. Bless good night to you. Michael George, boy. Michael George, you related to Iowa George? Yeah, I don't know, just asking, you know. Michael George might be related to Iowa George, but just Georgia, welcome. Good evening, Wall Street, and you, Tommy. Yeah. John Ramratan. Good night, Uncle Tommy and Wall Street. Hey, John, what's your last name? My brother name is John, you know. I think that's my brother, no? John, where you from? He said good night to everyone. Tommy, look your partner. Read that on the screen there from your partner.
My partner, eh?
Yeah, your partner. You know you have a few of them.
Mr. Maloney, good evening to you and yours. God is so good. If one love him with heart and not head, you will be a real life winner. Okay, agree.
Yeah. All right. Busy says, good day, Uncle Tommy and Wall Street. Locked on Sherry Life, all listeners. Today menu, mash up breadfruit with a drink of Moby. Tommy, didn't we sell breadfruit for $100 and something? Did you see that?
No, I did not.
I thought I saw a picture of that breadfruit for $100 and something. Folks, wasn't there something going around the internet with a breadfruit that was $100 and something. Clinton Williams, good
That
evening.
doesn't surprise me at all, though.
100 and some breadfruit.
Well, hey, anything could happen in these times.
100 and some breadfruit, Tommy. Come on, man, Tommy. Good evening, Professor Walsh and Uncle Tommy, and your team of faithful followers. Blessings. Yeah. Hey, I feel COP gonna know about that breadfruit. COP, you know about that breadfruit for $100 and something?
Professor Walsh,
Yeah.
a breadfruit in the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago is all kind of $20 and $18 a pound. Breadfruit don't sell so. Breadfruit don't sell by the pound.
Yeah, but
no.
But what I'm saying is that breadfruit must be 5 pounds or more.
Well, a big breadfruit is 5 pounds. A breadfruit was 7 pounds. I think a big breadfruit.
Right, so that is over $100 for it. One breadfruit.
Yes, yes.
So that means one breadfruit will be
$100 leave behind.
Huh?
The destruction that Keith Rowley administration leave behind. It is sad enough. Fruits and vegetables in the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago it becomes so high. Celery. You see this coming time after June coming down over here? Yeah. You see a celery? One celery, it's $5. You see a pound of tomatoes right now in the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago? It's $22. A pound of cucumber, it's sold by the grades. And if you like the nice grades that you want to put a nice salad in the table, in the plate, let your bottom dollar spend $15 to $20 for a pound. A pound. And that cucumber, nice grade, one is a pound. One is a pound.
How much for a pound?
Bygone.
Go ahead, COP. I want to ask that question.
Bygone. In the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago right now, it have some selling for 15 and nice grain bygone selling for 18.
How much for a pound of bananas?
About $8 and $10 and thing. 4 bananas you pay $20 something for?
4 bananas, nah. COP. 4 bananas for $20 COP?
Yes.
Wow,
if it were 2 pounds.
Them is moco bananas. Them big.
that is the banana bringing from Caribbean and denying we local banana over here, and people Trinidadians running and buying them banana. It only looking yellow, but it's ripe.
What about moco? Money. What about moco? Remember moco?
Moco is $5 a pound, $5 and $7 a pound. You know moco was 50 cents and given away?
Yep.
Nobody didn't want that.
Green fig in the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago is $5 and $7 a pound. You could go by your neighbor and say, neighbor, give me a hand, and if they say take all because it's so much to have. You see, the past 10 years.
Yeah.
Let me just say this because I have to say this.
Yeah.
You see, for the past 10 years, the price the citizens of this country had was to pay for grocery food item. The farmers and them, breadfruit, shattering, and all them other things that we do. The damages that the PNM leave in the agriculture system, and chemical was so high, and they blame it on war and all kind of thing. Food price get real expensive in this country. Professor Wall Street. When you see a breadfruit and some program saying, look, $200 for a breadfruit, say yes. If you like it, you buy it. And if you don't like it, well, you can eat the money. You want to tell something there?
COP, you know something?
Yeah.
Is this wicked, evil PNM government where they have the 1% bringing in all the food stuff from all over the country? All over different countries?
Yes, and friends and family.
Yeah.
Friends and family. You know how much one pepper was selling 2 months ago? It's $1 for one now, right? Yeah. But you know how much one pepper was selling 2 months ago?
How much?
Eh?
How much?
3 pepper for $10.
COP, nah. No. Cheap pepper.
Three pepper for $10. If you want the Sophie one, you go pay $5 and thing for $10. But if you want the nice grade one, fresh, nice big pepper, you pay $3 for $10.
No.
In the Republic, Trinidad and Tobago here, where we had the best soil.
Yep. Best cocoa.
Remember every year these farmers and them just get flood out. Every year these farmers and them get flood out. They lost all the crop. They lost all the money they spend for chemical and things. They lost all the money that they pay workers and them. So when them do get a crop, remember state not subsidizing them, you know? When them do get a crop, them had to make back the money that they lost last year and the year before. And that is how it is. That is just how it is. You know, one corn, if you want to boil one corn is $5 for one green corn. You pay $4.5 for $20.
No COP.
Where you feel you're talking about? Where you use over there in Trinidad here, 4 corn, and sometimes the corn even at Trinidad is a sweet corn, Canadian sweet corn.
4 corn for
Uncle Tommy,
$20.
4 corn for $5, $20. That's how it is. If you go in the farm, if you go in the field to buy corn, you pay $2.50 wholesale, and the people them come and sell it $5 and make a $2.50 sale profit for the gas and transport and thing, half and half. Same thing with the doubles people and them. This government will make a difference.
Correct.
This government have to do something in agriculture. Remember, Keith Rowley, for the past 10 years, every year they give agriculture $1 million. So for the past 10 years, they was just belittling agriculture. This government will make a difference in agriculture and ensure that we never had to pay $200 for our breadfruit again, or $20-something for a pound of tomatoes, and $20 for a pound of baigan, and all these kind of things. You know, pimento pepper right now is 8 and 9 pimento pepper for $5. For $5. That's how it is in Trinidad and Tobago over here, Professor Wall Street. So when you're watching them things, say, wait, boy, them Trinidadian and them, PNM make it real bad for them. Thank God they're out of the office, and God bless Mammy Kamala to bring back this country from that evil, wicked, dirty, nasty, stinking, ungrateful paganism, racist populism, political party. Thank you.
Yeah, man. So all your Miss Santa Cruz sent me this. I know I did see it somewhere. A breadfruit. This is 13.61 pounds. This is one breadfruit, yeah? $101.55 in Massey stores. Tommy, you hear that?
Yep.
Miss Santa Cruz, you sure whole breadfruit order? It have a next breadfruit next to this breadfruit. Tommy, I don't know if there's. Tommy, when a breadfruit become one breadfruit for $100, Tommy, when that happen?
A lot of things don't surprise me, like I said before.
Nah, that surprised me, man. I remember vividly seeing it, you know. That's why I remember it. Let me ask the next question, folks. What are some of the most expensive food items in Trinidad and Tobago? When you go to the grocery store, what are some of the most expensive food items? KFC, welcome. KFC.
Hi, good night, Mr. Washington. Uncle Tommy, man.
Good night, man. What's
Good
happening?
to you, bro.
That's taking in the show here, man.
Yo, you ever see yeah.
Uncle Tommy, for the last 9 years, under the PNM, how much black men look like men they get rich?
I
You can name any?
Let me see.
Put off list.
I gotta do some homework.
Come you look at the plan yam. Come you get yam to plant it.
No, is the war between Iraq and Israel.
Yeah, but Mr. Worship, I see Richie Sukai. Don't come jump in the party there about 5 years ago. He come out filthy rich. Tight pant AK, Johnny Sukaran. Them fellas them rich. Come on rich. Small pin. Them rich. The minister works on transport. So then them going out there. Me vex with them, they using the written their skills. And they living. But we had a black government who say they care about poor people. And then uplifting the poor people. The bottom of the ladder. But Mr. Worship.
Yo.
I should have to back on straight Barrett, you know, she calling all the team, you know.
Eh?
Yeah, I should have gone back home strong.
Why always do that? Why always abuse Aisha so much? Why always abuse Aisha so?
Allow Aisha to defend herself.
Eh?
I tell you, she have called the organizing a match, they call she back out. She go make money, she said she go make money on that penny. Rowley and short and all fighting she. And she should get the support. So look out for the match. Red Bird is out.
Yeah. Okay. I mean going on that way that I say away from that, eh?
True.
Yeah. We're all welcome. Returns Pro, Uncle Tommy, and all. Jenny, welcome.
I have a voice note.
Yeah, just now. Let me finish this chat here. Hold on. Roll Passad, welcome. Let me say welcome back to Caribbean Soul as well. Denise G, good night to you. Hey, Tommy, when is the last time you see your partner with the cricketer last name?
I know. You think his phone is working?
I don't know. I mean, I know your wife used to take away your phone, but I don't know if she started to take it away again. I ain't seen him in a little bit. You know his wife used to take away his phone, right?
Well, if you probably have more information than I do.
No, I not that I have any information. I was a little red booty tell me that.
Okay.
You know red booty that whisper in my right ears. You know? Tell me they say, boy, the man.
You can't trust red booties anymore, you know.
No, my red booties is good sources. I just get good sources from my red booties. My red booties are them is good sources. So yeah, folks, I just see the breadfruit for $100. Just something just come true here. The Tobago People's Party is applauding the central government for the increase in flights on the domestic air bridge. Thank you, Caribbean Soul. So all of a sudden, they get more flights going to Tobago or coming from Tobago. Just so? Please, why? You know. But let me show you guys this, eh? Let me show you guys this. Think about this, right? For me, I didn't get this one, eh? Think about this. Tommy, you will think that the big issue is CPEP contractors, right? By the way, Tommy, you remember a fellow named Paul?
Yes.
Boy Paul wrote an article in the Express, boy. Let me see what the headline is. CPEP a PNM failure. But I mean understand that.
Kind of surprised hearing Paul describe it as such.
I was telling you, I don't know, boy. Like all of a sudden, like Paul, the King Paul wisdom tooth.
Well, he could only sleep for so long.
Tell me what you're saying. Paul was asleep. I going through the Express and I see CPEP a PNM failure. Paul Saran. I said, well, wait now. Wasn't the fella was the PNM?
Yep.
And all of a sudden, CPEP is a failure now. Paul, you didn't know that all the time?
Hey, like I said, many were asleep at the wheel.
But to me, you have to be more than asleep at the wheel. He was sleepwalking.
Well, he's up now.
He's up now. He got revitalized now. Boy. He get Milo. Milo does revitalize Milo. Or Suppligen.
Suppligen.
Yeah. He gets Suppligen now. He revived, boy. He have a voice now. Big article in the papers, you know. CPEP PNM failure. Right? That is the same Paul. That is the same. Yeah, there's the same Paul. I see in the picture. Paul. I don't know what to say. But Tommy, think about this, right? Look on the screen. Right? Think about this. 273 out of
330
yeah.
CPEP contracts with the PNM constituencies.
Tommy, is that no Tommy? Larry asked the question. Is that fair, Tommy? So to me, CPEP was basically a pad with the PNM used to pad it for votes.
A party group, huh?
A party group. Correct is right. 273. Hold on. I want to do something. 273. No, Tommy. When I see that, I said, boy, they sure they get that right. You know, they sure. Right? And so Tommy, let me ask that question. Is that right for, hold on, let me take this. 82%, Tommy. 82%. Yeah, KFC. 82%. KFC. KFC, your phone connecting, boy. KFC. You hearing me? You hearing me? Nah. We ain't hearing you, KFC. Nah, we ain't hearing you. Call back. Tommy, when I saw those statistics, right? 273. And I'm asking myself, why is that? Why is that? I thought CPEP was for people who are the bottom of the ladder. Doesn't matter whether you're PNM, UNC, NTA, COP, that's for all you.
And we also thought they were destined to beautify every community in the country, not just PNM constituencies.
This was supposed to be for anyone. But Tommy, I have a video we're going to play when we come back. And I want you all to listen to Marvelous Marvin and Faris. There was in an interview. And you will see. All you will see for all you will hear for yourself. And then Ramcharan says, Massey stores are that breadfruit for $101, weighing 13 pounds. Way boy. You think it easy? Semantic 62, welcome. Good evening, Professor Wall Street. $101, boy. Margaret, welcome. Good night, Wall Street and Uncle Tommy. Good night to you. Elizabeth Edwards. Elizabeth, where you joining us from? I think Elizabeth looked like someone new. Elizabeth, where you joining us from?
To the village, Elizabeth.
Yeah, welcome to the village. Welcome Elizabeth to the village. I know that is a new person. Elizabeth Edwards. Yeah, where you from, Elizabeth? What part of Trinidad and Tobago you're joining us from? Margaret, welcome. Good night, everyone. On the live. Patricia Pancho. So what's up sells for $100 for one? What?
Are you surprised?
No. But they don't sell it by the pound. Because
obviously the money has no value.
Some stuff $100 for one. Okay, look, Trevor Alexis coming. Trevor says, "Hello, welcome, Trevor. I know if Trevor knew.
Welcome, Trevor. Welcome to the village."
Nonsense. So when UNC picked, I think he must be talking about senators. Trevor, you didn't finish your sentence. I think he wanted to say senators, maybe. So, I mean, there might have been a discussion. James Outlet, welcome. Who is that? James Outlet, welcome. Breadfruit weight, 13 pounds, boy, Tommy.
Big boy.
Who from Tobago then? Oh, Elizabeth been here. She from Tobago? Oh, Elizabeth. What part of Tobago, Elizabeth? I remember no Elizabeth name. Elizabeth, what part of Tobago you from? I wonder if she from by where my father living, boy. So why the opposition abstain from Stewie pension? Patricia Pancho said they're selling doubles in Venezuela. I ain't surprised. Okay, Anand Ramcharan says COP have his facts correct when it comes to market produce. Boy, oh God, all them things are expensive, boy. Just Shorter says, what should the people forget India gave us COVID vaccine for free? So what's up? Panan says, welcome, Panan. So what's up? $25 per pound. 4 pounds for $100. Way, boy. You know. Semantics says tomatoes $16 and $20. $16 and $20 cucumbers. $10 to week. Before it was $14. Nah, boy.
Yeah.
Oh, nah, boy. Corn $20 for 4 corn. Wee, 4 corn, boy. If you also say 4 corn with 20 grains of seed in it. And you know, but all is that corn. Is it oh God, GMO corn? All you know about GMO? Is that GMO corn?
Could very well be.
You know, most of them corn now is GMO, right?
Yep.
Genetically modified organisms. GMO. All them things is GMO these days, you know. And let me tell you something, eh? Let me move this from here. Anything, any vegetable that you buy that's seedless is GMO.
GMO. Top of the hour, answer.
Yeah. Anything. So look up GMO. If you buy seedless watermelon,
GMO.
What seedless lime, lemon, GMO. Anything GMO you're buying,
no seed.
Anything seedless you're buying is considered to be GMO. Folks, we're going to take that break. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Walsheet, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Don't forget, folks, share the live. WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe, WZYE TV on YouTube. And you can reach us at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444.
Also 973-609-6509, 973-609-6509. Share the live, as the professor said. Let's go for the break.
We're going to take that break, and we'll be right back. Don't go nowhere.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE WZYE 95.9 FM. The most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey. The most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
Welcome to WZYE TV 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. And on Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. on Let's Talk Politics. Like, share and subscribe to keep up to date with reality affecting your life, and as we always say, we bring the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
You're tuned to WZYE, the heartbeat of unfiltered truth. We're more than a station, we're a movement, grounded in facts, driven by integrity, committed to progress. We don't chase headlines, we create them. Decoding politics and current affairs to question power, not cozy up to it. From Laventille to Scarborough, whether you're in your living room or your commute, this is where perspectives collide, divides dissolve, and tomorrow's conversations start today. WZYE, we originate, not imitate.
Fire! 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 Fire!
I have a political cemetery. It's not for people like you and me. It is for all them politicians. And I dig in their grave, no fuck with me hand. I find some of them, they living too long. And every 5 years it's the same old song. Some of them dead, just shame to lie down. So I prepare for them a burial ground. Rowley, my first grave for he. With joy in my heart, put him down with me. All of them useless politicians, only making up numbers in my island. Al-Rari, I refuse body. I leave them Muslim, them to deal with it. Big smile on my face, and with me bare hand. It's time to move trash from out of this land. But I take in my time with he. I personally will prepare his body. Make sure he have a sardonic grin on his face. That's all he does do. That man is a waste. Bury him in the back of my cemetery. Turn he upside down, he face I can see. Look for the strongest grave digger to cover he. Not with the hand, put good fork on him. Gypsy, political grasshopper. I may feel little pity cause he's my brother. But like Tarzan, he's swinging for vine to vine. It's time I help you to make up your mind. Fitzgerald, Rasta City. I know they go glad to get the body. Resi on the tam dumb fall to see. Drink 2 beers and watch the whole get happy. I don't care all who go vex with me, but Kamala I not ready to bury. She is a strong, determined woman like me, and deserve a chance to run this country. When she in power, I don't go hungry. And Calypsonian does get big money. She don't deserve no spot in my cemetery. I put she in the center of the city. Paula, you too damn lazy. You sit on a throne, my woman die daily. You deserve a nice spot in my cemetery. All you do is just collect big salary. Regis, you disappoint me. With your racial tongue, you like you can see. Your baba does trim you with weed waka. All day, all you do is sushila. Boy, you is a boss. I celebrate with with you when PNM lost. One day you must come bust a line with me. We gon' knock a glass, make myself happy. I yardy that what you is to me. A grassroots man, stand up for country. I will stand by your side and watch you at work. But if you falter, you're going to get fucked. Watson, what is wrong with you? I thought you and Fally would have stick like you. Boy, shake the man hand and tighten that spade before PNM come back and win that race. Shamfa, one we sacrifice. Yet every rich she have new weave man, she living life. You and the Pol Pot man resemble and strong. A bum seated bread and you like a tongue.
Laid to rest, laid to rest, laid to rest, laid to rest. It's alleged, it's alleged, it's alleged, it's alleged. Hey, tell them Kamala say, PNM dead. Petrotrain workers say, the party dead, dead, dead. Bubba billions missing from the treasury. Corruption with taxpayers' money. The end is here, security. PNM dead. Hey, tell them Munilal say, PNM dead. Even the 1% say, the party dead, dead, dead. They support us mourning and crying. Funeral arrangements they making. The DMO leaving. PNM dead. Condolences to the Balize. SIEP, no more pale pale. The rising sun is ready to govern Trinidad and Tobago for a brighter tomorrow. One, restart the economy, to health sector, immediate victory. Abolish crime, put sports on the front line. Oh, every pipe must have water. 5, roads smooth as 6, provide people with work. UNC and making jokes. Tell them drilling say, PNM dead. Social media say, the party dead, dead, dead. The registered party members in pain. Scarborough, the put a spin. Inside sources say, PNM dead. Tell them Arnold say, PNM dead. Police, army and prison say, the party dead, dead, dead. Election night, flambeau burning steady. The casket was on the hearse ready. Read the red eulogy. PNM dead, dead, dead. Tell them Kamala say, PNM dead. Some of the members say, the party dead, dead, dead. When the carrot come leaders hear what's up, seems like not one of them was in shock. Put them in one big box, PNM dead. Tell them Munilal say, PNM dead. Teachers, doctors and nurses say, the party dead, dead, dead. All the bad investments and fellas make investors not coming for the work. No more ice cream and cake, PNM dead, dead, dead. The red party showed no empathy for 18 babies and pipeline families. They so heartless, citizens in distress. The country in a crisis, SOE and still all this. 1, UNC on a mission 2, to correct the school system. 3, end poverty and clean up TNT. 4, speed up the housing process. 5, lower taxes. 6, revamp we energy, bring back the oil refinery. Tell them Kamala say, PNM dead. Petrotrain workers say, the party dead, dead, dead. Bubba billions missing from the treasury. Corruption with taxpayers' money. The end is here, security. PNM dead. Hey, tell them Munilal say, PNM dead. Even the 1% say, the party dead, dead, dead. They support us mourning and crying. Funeral arrangements they making. The DMO leaving. PNM dead, dead, dead. Tell them drilling say, PNM dead. Social media say, the party dead, dead, dead. The registered party members in pain. Scarborough, to put a spin. Inside sources say, PNM dead. Tell them Arnold say, PNM dead. Police, army and prison say, the party dead, dead, dead. Election night, flambeau burning steady. The casket goes on the hearse ready. Read the red eulogy. PNM dead, dead, dead.
We are back with you. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Walsheet and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Don't forget, folks, when you get in, share the live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe, WZYE TV on YouTube. And you could reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444.
Also at 973-609-6509, 973-609-6509. And as the professor said, share the live. Let's get those numbers up.
All right, let me play some voice notes here. Tommy, you have a voice notes here? Go ahead and play.
Ready to go.
Yeah, Professor Washington, Uncle Tommy. I gonna start a GoFundMe to buy a breadfruit here, boy. I need help. Right? Anybody can assist me? I need to buy a breadfruit. 100 and how much? $2 for it? Yeah, 13.60 a pound is. Right? So it look like ever since the USD take power, everything going up. Right? So that's what they say now. Instead of waste of time. Marcy and them should be ashamed to have that thing inside the store. Right? They should have taken down all of them breadfruit. And that breadfruit look like it's in hard times. That look like a P&M breadfruit right now, you see it. It has all kind of scars on it. Right? $102, $13 a pound. What madness I see in this country, boy. Anyway, send money here, I will put up a GoFundMe account and a bank account number where you can help me out, right? I need to buy one of that. Have a good day, fellas.
Yeah, but don't forget, so what's up? You have any more, Tommy?
No, that's it. Just one.
Yeah, KFC.
Yeah. Hi, good night, Mr. Washington, Uncle Tommy. Mr. Washington, man?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Go ahead, KSC.
130 CPEP gang in PNM stronghold, Mr. Washington. Like PNM voter base there.
No, 233. 233. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see.
273, I think.
273 out of 330.
Yeah.
80-something percent. 80-something percent. Tommy,
was the majority of the CPEP gang in East West Corridor?
Yeah. How could that be fair? Let's be honest. How could that be fair?
That ain't fair. But that what I deployed in the East West Corridor was like the white line in the road. Then them deserve nothing. And if them in go out there, them 2 fortnight, them in getting paid, you know.
Matson.
Yeah, them is load up the Maxi and them CPEP and the rapid workers to go and wear ballet the flag. I watch it.
Yeah.
You know that fella, right? You always say you're gonna short young. You always say them PNM meetings are big PNM, he's a big PNM supporter, but he kinda slow now.
COP stay by the Wi. COP. KFC stay by the Wi-Fi pole now, man. KFC gone. I just tell KFC when they call stay by the pole, you know. Miss Santa Cruz said I paid $10 for a pound of melon. I brought what buy Miss Santa Cruz all kind of thing. I buy food to my dog, parrot, turtles, but it's getting so expensive. This week pawpaw was scarce, didn't get any. Some vendors has no shame selling rotten pawpaw. Hey boy. How them things get so expensive in Trinidad, boy?
Maybe the rain.
I don't know how them things get so because of the rain, you think?
That's what I'm thinking.
Let me put some voice note. Here. Play this voice now.
Good night, Mr. Washington. Mr. Washington, I would like to thank everybody for the condolences yesterday when I was absent. But Mr. Washington, you asked to name some food items that is expensive. And I will talk about the normal food items that we use in our everyday life. So, like for example, like a 2 pound flour, right? That is $10. And depending on how much person in the household, let me say 3, 4 person, that 2 pound flour could only make one meal. You could either get a breakfast, you could get a lunch or a dinner. So you have to choose how you're using it during the day. Right? One meal you could get. A bottle of oil, when I don't know the exact, but the smallest bottle of oil is actually smaller than a 20-ounce Coke. So I could say it's maybe around 14 ounce. Yes, around 14 ounce. And that is about $14 for that small bottle of oil, like the smallest bottle of oil. When it comes to pack milk, powder milk, now I could say the cheapest milk it maybe have is the moo milk. And that moo milk, the smallest pack, is about $12, $13, and it could only make a 1 liter bottle of milk. So it's a one drink milk, depending on how much people at your household, right? And when it comes to rice, well, it depends on the brand of rice, but I could say the cheapest rice is about $12, and that I'm not sure how much is it, but that pack very small, right? You could get maybe like 2 cook or father. So those are some of the daily items. Now, when it comes to butter, I'm not sure what is the price for the butter because we stopped buying butter since the change around the whole butter into sticks. Yeah, so we stopped buying butter and stuff.
Yeah, think. Oh, real expensive. Well, folks, I want you all to take a listen to this, right? Listen to Faris Al-Rawi. Kendrick, welcome. Listen to Faris Al-Rawi and Marvelous Marvin. So let's see that. They admit that they cause dislocation and comfort. They admit that. That's not Uncle Tommy and I, you know. That's Marvelous Marvin.
I just want to ask one question. It's provocative. I warn you.
I like the way you're looking at Marvin.
Yes, both of you. My question. You got concerned there?
I was kind of worried.
It's provocative.
Okay.
Do you not think that today's budget will present some challenges for many sectors of our population?
Yes. Yes,
okay.
Of course.
All right.
Okay. My final point to the two ministers. Have we calculated it and appreciate that there will be dislocation and discomfort? Yes. Right. Minister, we're
Will you hear that? President admitted that there will be dislocation and discomfort.
Dislocation and discomfort? Yes. Right. Minister, we're on.
You hear them? And this is not AI all, yeah? You know Tommy, you know what they will say?
Appreciate that there will be dislocation and discomfort? Yes. Right. Minister, we're already past time. Are you, both of you gentlemen, comfortable with where we are as a nation? No. Trinidad and Tobago today? No? No.
You hear them? So, Preston UNC, I'm proud welcome.
A pleasant good night to you, Professor and Uncle Tommy, and to all the listeners on the tri-state area and the World Wide Web and Trinidad and Tobago. Uncle Professor, hear this, huh?
Yeah.
That admission by Faris Al-Rawi for the last years was demonstrated to the base core supporters that the hardship and neglect was there. Because even today in the Senate, where the appropriation of the supplementary bill, you see where they're talking about they care about the CPEP workers, right? But then you see where Faris was exposed and say how much millions of dollars for the year he was collecting in rent in all different areas of Trinidad and Tobago. And they didn't really care. And just imagine, they just leave office, you know, just 7 weeks. Then they put in 2 months. And you know, they want to say they wasn't there when how this economic crash and the decimated of the US currency in this country that it becomes so shortage that it becomes like gold. that and go fighting for supremacy in this country. And the price of sugar, the price of flour and rice and oil, it is $15. Right? What the caller talking about is a little shot bottle. When they throw it out in the frying pan, they touch the frying pan. There is no kind of oil. And the milk is special. You're getting $25 for two, so $12.50. And if it's not on special, it's $14. Move up to the top of the chart because they can't buy Nestles. Advertising for them. And when Paula Spoon was there in the trade minister, the price of flour was and staples was to come down, and they never dropped the price. They never dropped the price. Trinidadians still waiting on the price of flour to go down, and they never do nothing. They encourage price gouging in this country because of the forex distribution. And Professor, it might sound like a jumping, but it's not a jumping. I'm just trying to come in line with everything because the CPEP workers, they say, just imagine you working $1,400 a fortnight, that's $700 a week. How you can spend that money, pay light bill? You want to see how get a light? The lady say she doesn't have to pay a light bill, pay all the bills, send she grandchildren to school, and buy food. Professor, when I go in the grocery, right, and I just scrape up one or two little things to go through for 4 days, and I just eat a little bit to make it 5 days, to stretch money. Just imagine, they put it as plastic, if money is like on elastic, you gotta stretch it. And they are something is not adding up with the conversation. So they should tell you, much less for the URP workers and them. They can barely make it. You know, the price of, I want the callers and them to tell you, Crick's biscuit, what we used to get by the pan and used to eat and still survive. If you had to buy a box of Crick's, which is 4 little wrappers inside, it's $50 in some grocery, and some groceries $49. So, Professor, under the PNM, you see now, they never care about putting food in the supporters or the vulnerable mouth. Have a good night.
So,
thank you.
So, folks, thank you. You're in Pro. So, folks, you know, when people say about ghost gangs in the in CPEP, let me take this call. Defender, welcome.
Blessed night, Uncle Tommy and Professor Walshoot.
Same to you, Defender.
Yeah.
Walshoot, I don't know if I know your program always on point, right? Did you hear what the intention Prime Minister said about Trinidad?
Yeah, I have it.
You have it?
Yeah.
Okay, but I'll leave it to do it. But before I go, Walshoot, you was listening in the Senate yesterday when Foster Goins admitted that Stuart Young was placing us in a way where it was not, or in other words, it was not the right way. Did you hear that?
No, I didn't hear it.
We did work in the Parliament yesterday, he admitted it more than once. And I think the PNM purposely did that, not for Young to get that pension. They just didn't say yes. But I'm telling you, Wall Street, when listening to most of these senators and parliamentarians and in the House of Representatives, I believe most of them didn't want Stuart Young to get a pension.
Nah. Defender, the actions don't show that. Nah. If you didn't want him to get it, you would have voted no. Simple. You can't abstain and for people to read between the lines that you didn't want him to get it. You understand? You can't be half pregnant, Defender. Yes. You can't be half pregnant.
Worship abstain is no.
I understand that. But
let's sit on the worship.
Yeah.
If they did say no, right? You know the government that have a harder task convincing the independent senators to say yes?
No, I don't think so.
But saying abstain, what should abstain made the chiefest majority easier?
No, I hear you, know. But
think about that.
But to me, defender, you know what that shows me? That continue to show me how weak the opposition leader is. Weak.
Well, sure, we know that. That's why I explained to you.
Yeah.
We know that. We know that they're still tiptoeing around Bally's Hill.
They're still tiptoeing around Bally's Hill.
But they're trying to use the apology to make it look like they're strong, but everybody's seeing the weak.
Correct.
Because what if you listen to all of them? The dog whistle is that Rowley mash up the party, but they're just saying it. That's how weak they is.
But why are they
still? When they say that he running out.
Why are they afraid to say that? Why are they afraid?
Telling me that? Huh?
Why are they afraid to say that the former prime minister mash up the PNM? Why are they afraid?
Because I rebuke that. Try to become the best PNM prime minister. Patrick Manning said, who is the man? So what should you waiting for the night to that torchlight to see who is the man? What should where's coming up and say Regis?
See how the country I think. Yeah, I think.
What, you think that is coincidence?
I think the excuse are the
right, we know the excuse, but what I'm saying is, why she's not there with all these serious bills going on the place? So, in other words, what I'm trying to say is, she picked her side. She picked her side, so that is why she's being so scarce when she come on. If they had any government, you think she'd have taken a long vacation?
No.
Or wherever she went on?
No.
Think about what I'm saying. Come on, but she picked her side. She picked her side by turning over and over. Instead of begging PNM people to come back home, where is the three deputy political leaders? You don't realize they didn't pick that yet.
That's a good point.
Oh, enjoy your night on good time, worship.
Yeah.
You too, defender.
You really care whether they pick none or when pick none of them. Waste of precious time. Yeah? All right, folks. I want you all to listen to this. Tommy.
Yes, sir.
We know that CPEP is a PNM party group.
Correct.
Right? It's a PNM party group. And the main function of CPEP is not to go and clean up the drain or to clean up the streets or to do all that kind of work that is doing. The main function of CPEP is whenever there is an election call in Trinidad and Tobago and the PNM in power, is for them to make sure they go out and support the PNM, or else the job will be in jeopardy. And people have said that. They have said that they have to go out and support, because if they don't go out and support, they ain't going to end up with that job. Yeah?
True.
And that is absolutely the truth. CPEP, the PNM made CPEP a PNM voter bank. Listen, the statistics are there. They are there. Watch these stats. 80-something% of the CPEP contractors were in PNM constituency. Or do you think that is a coincidence, Tommy?
No way.
You think that is a coincidence?
No way.
So this was a PNM voter bank. And the PNM know that was a voter bank. So you telling me now, a new government coming, and here the excuse, well, the PNM was in power, they ain't get rid of no people who was in CPEP. So you want to continue to do things the same way and expect to get different results?
Absolutely.
Anyhow, you all listen to this, eh? Listen to this. I don't know how this happened, but somehow they're calling this person a whistleblower. Take a listen to this.
I don't understand what you're saying. Explain that ID card thing to me.
Say it. Say it again. What did it do?
They ask them for your ID card. Right? And you come with your ID card, you sign up to be a super booker like normal. And this week, the first week, them telling you, the soldier, them telling you, they're not taking your money this week. And next week, now you can get money. Or sometimes they take half the money and give you half.
So you never go to work? You just get them your ID card number?
Yes, sometimes some get going to some get going.
But once they have an ID card number again,
yes, inside the ID card.
Whole of CPEP is rocket.
Yes.
No, but that is a small racket. That is not the big racket. You think that is the big racket? I know former government ministers had 6 companies running 20 contracts. And the contracts they're running at that level, it's not $200 a day and $300 a day. It's hundreds of thousands of dollars. Former minister get over $10 million just before the election. On small people thinking that they're working CPEP and they're helping them. They're using them. So this that's going on right now, and I'm telling you this, so you understand, this that's going on right now is all that contractor through their bosses. It's not the small men who get back to work. They need CPEP people. Country can't run without CPEP people.
Need them hands on the ground.
COVID will have crushed this country if it wasn't a cook for CPEP people. I'm telling you that. We need all those CPEP workers back employed. What they have to do is, when you see the announcement made, where to register and stuff, just go and register and they will all get back their job.
Process. Yeah, that makes sense. That's the best thing. That's the best solution to the whole situation.
Rather than all that bandit thing about that, you got to have our money. We were talking about it plenty.
Yeah, that's what just that to be honest. Yeah. But funny enough, it's the same people, friends who take it and it's them talking to me most about it. And I have it going off. Because it's them family eating. I want to talk about it. I tell you, the I mean, just quiet. And full of words. I'm a bit full of cooperation because good Saturday. Friend thing and cooperation. I don't know. My sister was lying with some of them. She's telling me, she said, it's about one come for about 5, 6 trips. She's telling me, the one can't take and see a proper sentence. She have everything in she pays. 2 fridge for kind of 40,000 and everything, TV in every room, everything she have. Them children. But from a part 5, now let's come and pick up them man out. I don't know who's this man, but he's the one. Strong in the PNM because since PNU always.
No, what I'm telling you is, when I just said that ministers, government ministers, former government ministers in the PNM was running racket. They need men like him. His job is to organize the faces and the names. Right. So they getting the big bills up on top and the people on the bottom getting the small money. The whole of CPEP end up one big thief from on top racket. And they only using them small people on the bottom and telling them they're going to stand up for them lawyer and all that nonsense. You know they have a foot or leg to stand up on. That is just PNM playing games again, to fool poor people again, to jack them up again. And when you check, they might even be checking them to pay legal fees. Don't even get tied up in that shit. The CPEP thing will not sort out and work out. And everybody going to be nice and happy.
I mean, you know what I'm saddened about, to be honest with you?
No.
I am saddened that the PNM set up so much poor black people. Let me repeat that. I am saddened that the PNM set up so much poor black people.
Are you surprised?
You know, tell me, why would you do such evil and wickedness, though? Why? Well, I can answer my own question. No, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. But I mean, it is, and the thing about it is that all of a sudden now, them playing them as Pontius Pilate now, them coming out and saying, "Oh, look at this," and them is the one that set up the people. They set up those people. CV, good night. They set them up because they could not continue. That was a drain. It was $630 million estimated.
Which is more than $500 million.
Correct is right.
I have a voice note. Let's hear what Bitcoin has to say.
Good night, Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street. I agree with Defender. If Tammy Robinson Regis didn't have some medical emergency where she had to be out of the country, she should be here in the parliament, right? Fighting for she constituency and she political party, right? She should be doing the people business. What she doing outside there? They're going on vacation this month, right? So she's supposed to be doing the people's business. She's an absentee. Shame on she. Shame. I'm not doing the people's business. And the PNM calling back everybody to their home. They want to call back everybody home. But I did home for the battered wives, battered husbands, and battered children at the PNM. That's what they call it. Battered for the last 10 years. Don't go back there, people, or they go only get more battered. Because that's what they want us to come back and do. Vote for them, to put them back there so they can grab and all they go suffer. Have a good night, Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street.
Yeah, let me take this one.
Thank you.
Good night, Mr. Washington, Uncle Tommy. Mr. Washington, as they bring up the ghost gang talk, I wasn't planning on talking this, but since PNM come and lost, I had one opportunity with them again, right? I wouldn't say the fella is my partner. He's a big man, but he consider me as a good youth. So he come one day, he's a strong PNM. He come one day, he say, give me your ID card. He take a picture, he send somebody on WhatsApp. And if PNM come and win the 2025 election, money go be coming home to you, right? You will get a check. All they have to do is give back something to the big man inside. And that is in the forest about. So it's not just about industries and them, a lot of ghosts.
I have a call. Let me take the call.
Yeah, you can take.
Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
Caller, you're live.
Yeah. Good night. I just want to tell the Trinidad, the public, that don't ever put back PNM in power, because it will be worse. Because they are very vindictive government party, and they know that we did not vote for them this last election. So they're going to put pressure. They're going to bring back the property tax. They're going to increase utilities and put more pressure, harder measures on the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. So please think, be sensible, pray, and use your wisdom that God gives you.
Thank you, caller.
Long I see Karen.
Who's that?
Long time I ain't see Karen. What's she saying?
Yeah, hold on. That's on.
Hey, good evening again. How's that all's well? Lovely quote. Some people hear them because they love to talk. And some of us, we talk because we have something to say.
Ross, welcome.
Yeah. Good night, Tommy, and good night, Anselm.
Good night.
Good night, sir.
Well, see,
Currently, sure, what she's saying is like the same thing I saying since the last vote with the insurance thing. The people on the independent bench, I have a red flag over them right now. This looking to me like the president handpicked certain people to continue the the brutality against the population by the people that she picked as independent. They're not independent at all. I watch them in parliament making their contribution, and when I hear the words coming out of the mouth, they're not independent. They have independent like the one with Labour, that is independent. And it might be about one or two others, but the rest of them, like that's another PNM click. But we'll go on with them with this voting here, the eyes of the population on them. So they didn't have a choice. But the population is still being brutalized by these people, and they have no interest in getting the country to go further. You see how they're moving? They're trying to destabilize the government from now. So if the government have things in mind to uplift the population, PNM trying to cram that. You see word coming out now from the CPEP workers. You see people starting up, coming out and talking out. They're using CPEP as a football. And it's good that people talking out now. They're asking where the money coming from, but they're not answering where the money going. They're talking about how much 1,000 CPEP workers on the breadline, but they're not talking about how much workers they send home in their tenure from the oil field and TSTT and Vasa and these other places. They ain't talking about them things. So there's just obstructionists. I hope the population paying close attention to these people because they have nothing good for Trinidad and Tobago. And a lot of things coming out now that shocking the population. Really pay attention and don't go back down that road. God save us. Don't let the devil come in. Have a blessed night.
Yeah, man. From the Rhine, welcome. From the Rhine.
Good night.
Good night. How are you?
Good night. I am okay.
Wonderful.
No, I'm not logged in here. Yeah. You know what I want to say?
Yep.
Professor Wall Street and Uncle Tommy at the same time, good night. You know what I want? This guy they call Anthony Vera. You know, he's a food lawyer. When he realized he can't get any more briefs again from UNC, which is again from PNM. So from ever since, he's a PNM. And he keep on talking all kind of crap. You know, these guys know fully well that they're staunch PNM. And they eat a food. Because check how much briefs that he gets doing PNM PNM. You know, so they're going to miss all these things. You know, they're going to miss all these things. So they have to talk, they said that garbage. He's a guy I don't like him ever since I see him. And I listen to him from long time in PNM days. I never liked him. You know? But he's going to find out. He's going to find out now, you know, what a stupid and fool he is. You know, he and Anna Roberts Charles have it out, eh? You know, because he believes he is knowledgeable, he learned. So his problem right now, he knows he's not going to get any more eater food from the UNC. So he could stay there. Well, anyhow, I listen to some of these independent senators, especially there's one called Simona. Oh my God, she's a dunce. And then next one I brought up about if you die in the line of duty, what to become then, and you can make a idea yet. The government has provision for these things. You know, but these people they are so PNMites, and they drink some of the volunteer juice that the mind going in a different direction. You know? Anyhow,
yeah, man.
Uncle Tommy and Wall Street, take care.
Thank you. You know, as you say that, Ram Narayan. For me, there's a senator an independent senator called Zulu Phillips. I don't understand this. Well, I guess I understand it. She was a temporary government senator in 2019.
Mm-hmm.
And now in 2025, she's an independent senator.
That should never be. That doesn't make sense.
I don't understand how you could pick someone. By the way, folks, I have an editorial. There is nothing in the Trinidad and Tobago Constitution about an independent senator. There's nothing. Go to section 40 of the Constitution. There is nothing in Trinidad and Tobago Constitution about any of the 9 senators that are selected by the thing as an independent senator. How could they be independent when the president, who previously talked about preaching is the gospel of the PNM, maybe my words, how could she be independent? How could she be picking people who are independent? She's supposed to. There is nothing in the Trinidad and Tobago Constitution about independent senator. So Zulu Phillips, she was a temporary government senator in 2019. And now in 2025, right? She just changed from temporary to an independent opposition.
And from PNM government.
Yeah. And from
2019 is that means and your government, that means that you're PNM.
You are PNM. So what was the vetting
To make her independent.
to make her independent?
It smells. The whole thing smells because the whole thing is corrupt.
It is corrupted to the core. I mean, you have to hold the president to the fire. How could you, Mr. President, allow someone to be considered to be independent when there was, and this is the former government, she was a temporary government senator under the PNM. So right there, she should have been disqualified.
Absolutely. I had 2 voice notes.
Disqualified right there.
Yeah, I had 2 voice notes.
Yeah. Hold on, let me play this one voice note here. That just don't make any sense. Let me play this one voice note.
Hopefully, what we speak is the truth.
COP, welcome.
Professor Walsh, that senator, that is senator she from Tobago. She's a Tobagonian.
I ain't sure, you know. Let me see if there's anything about she from Tobago. I ain't sure.
I believe so. I just listening to she and the debate today. And she saying the PNM did very well. She said in 2015 when the PNM come in office, minimum wage was $15. She lied. It was $17.50. She said the PNM today is $20. The PNM will raise that. So the PNM to give them 10 years to raise European money to $5 minimum wage. Minimum wage she's speaking about. She said minimum wage was $15. She lied, was $17.50. And the PNM raised it $5, 10 years. And raised $5. And she said that was applaudable. She said, look at the buildings that the PNM renovate. The historical Red House, the White House, all the colonial masters building. And what she speak about Tobagonians today should just bushy. They should line up by she house and just bushy whole day and whole night. If I had to pay somebody, pay people to just boo whole day, go and stand up by Scarborough and call out she name and just bushy whole day, I could do that. Because these people are really ridiculous. And them CPEP contractors are them. What should you see about money that the contractors was getting a month?
Yeah.
$50,000.
Yeah, we read it out.
$50,000.
We read it out.
These people,
These people that are not poor contractors, unless you're squandering your money, $50,000 a month. No, that shouldn't happen. I ain't fighting the money, but when you could get $50,000 a month and a CPEP worker getting $1,400, who getting the least of that money? That's $60 million that Faris Awari is speaking about. And that's 600 and something $1 million. They had to be forking out for CPEP workers. Who benefiting from that? Because the CPEP workers and them, the people that who doing the majority of the work and going down and drain and had to buy their own boots and their own clothes. They may benefiting nothing from that money. Friends and family were benefiting from that money. The money that family get for the buildings and them rental for the past 3 years. If you put 500 workers, they may work for that in a year. They may work for that in a year time. It's amazing to see this quantamania. Quantamania that we that the PNM deal with our money and then tell we to tighten we belt, and when they give you a hamper for COVID, they say you double dipping for a hamper and thing.
And you're needy and greedy.
That's what it was doing with you.
And you're needy and greedy. We need the needy and greedy.
Needy and you're greedy.
Yeah.
And they shut down the program.
Yeah.
They shut down the program because there were internal investigation and what going on. Because a single mother asked for 2 hamper.
Yep.
But when a 17 years was getting pension, they didn't have no problem with that.
And
17-year-old.
And the former prime minister went into Laventel and telling people wean themselves off the government. Or they had to wean all themselves off. He tell Faris Alwari and family to wean themselves off the government. You know? But they're telling poor people wean themselves off the government. Please. We don't want to hear them. But yeah. All right, let me do this one here, COP. Listen to this. Listen to this, eh? Listen to this, all you. All you see the PNM miseducation. Listen to PNM Fox. Listen to what he says, eh? The appointment of independent senators by the president is outlined in the Constitution of Trinidad and Tobago. Yes, it is. Listen to what he says now, eh? The Constitution specifies that the president appoint 9 independent senators. That is inaccurate. As a matter of fact, let me read it for you now, eh? Section 40. Let me read it for you. You see, PNM Fox, you think this is them PNM program with them set of, I ain't even gonna call them. Yeah, that order has come. But let me read it for you. I have it here. Let me read it. There is no way, not nowhere, no way in the Trinidad and Tobago Constitution that there is the word independent senators. Nowhere. Nowhere. PNM Fox, find it for we and put it in the chat. You find it for we and put it in the chat. Auditors only, I know auditors do sometime, you know. Auditors should do all your homework before you come and shoot, man. And I have an editorial on that too, eh? I have an editorial on that. And I'll go play, what's the name editorial too? Let me see what this is. Okay, here it is. Here it is. Section 40, the Senate. The Senate shall consist of 31 members. In this constitution referred to as senators, who shall be appointed by the president in accordance with this section. 2. Of the 31 senators, 16 shall be appointed by the president in accordance with the advice of the prime minister. Let me repeat that for PNM Fox. You said the constitution specifies that the president appoint 9 independent senators. Independent senators, eh? 16 shall be appointed, right? Acting in accordance with the advice of the prime minister. 6 shall be appointed by the president, acting in accordance with the advice of the opposition leader. 9 shall be appointed by the president in his, at that point was his, in his discretion from outstanding persons from economic or social or community organizations and other major fields of endeavor. Right? You could look at section 42C. 9 shall be appointed by the president in his discretion from outstanding persons from economic or social or community organization and other major fields of endeavor. There is nowhere in the Trinidad and Tobago Constitution that says 9 independent senators. 9 senators, but not 9 independent senators. PNM folks, all you need to go and get all the information right. Don't come here with all your misleading information. Not here. Somewhere else. Don't come in here. No, we're ready for you. Yeah? We're ready for you. We're ready set. What I say? We're ready set.
Yep. So basically, the 9 that the president appoints is based on their own discretion. They could be
correct.
They could be party loyalists.
Whatever.
Yes,
correct, Tommy. Correct. There's nowhere in the and I challenge. There's nowhere in the Constitution it says anything about independent senators. But I looked that over tooth and nail. I call people all kind of things. I say, wait now. The Constitution doesn't say anything about independent senators. As a matter of fact, I went on to talk. Hear what it is. The term independent senators, a convention used in public discourse, parliamentary records, and media to disguise them from senators appointed on the advice of the prime minister, government senators, or the leader of the opposition senators. They are labeled independent because they're supposed to. They are labeled independent because they are not politically affiliated by appointment. They are selected by the sole discretion of the president. The sole discretion, Tommy.
So they should be called presidential.
Correct. Presidential senators. That's what they should be called. Not independent senators, presidential senators. And listen, and they generally expected to be non-partisan, offering an independent voice in the Senate. And listener,
they expected to be non-partisan.
Expected to be. PNM folks, you take this.
Fire! 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 Fire!
Take that in your poor food. Your comment should try to bring misleading information here. Go back and do your homework. Go back. I send you back to do some homework. That PNM miseducation you get. Come in here to talk about that. What? Come in to look, PNM folks, you'll be waiting, we set like market peas, waiting for you to come and look, he come back, Tommy. Look, he come back. But he ain't bringing the evidence, Tommy. Listen now. You know, it's funny, eh, Tommy? He ain't bringing the evidence to show what he just wrote, you know. He come back to say, you go and call them presidential senators. You said it's in the Constitution. That's what you said, PNM folks. You said, I didn't say that. You took your fingers and typed that garbology, noticology, foolishology, and stupidology, and you get called out on it. Because you didn't do your homework. You just listen to what the PNM people tell you, and you come and you regurgitate it. That is it. No, PNM. Sorry for you. I feel sad for you. Anyway, folks, let's take that quick break. When we come back, we're going to give you Karen Nunes to share her opinion with regards to independent senators. You can stay in the village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Washington, WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Don't forget, folks, whenever you get in, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe. WZYE TV on YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444.
Also 973-609-6509, 973-609-6509.
We'll be right
Share.
back. Stick on.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9.
Of course, we are back with you. It's in the village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Washington, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. I call her name wrong. It's Zola, not Zulu. Yeah, my bad. Yeah. All right, let's take this call. Yeah, Mr. Florida, welcome. Yeah, you're right. It's Zola, not Zulu. My bad. Mr. Florida, welcome. Mr. Florida. You're low, you're very low.
I feel something with you. Do you hear me now?
Yeah, you're no better now.
Yeah. So good evening, Mr. Anselm. Good evening, Mr. Tommy. Good evening to all the callers, all the texters, everybody in live. Happy to see everybody here on this Tuesday. So, Mr. Anselm, you now play, I think, the 275 contractors in the PNM stronghold, right? 273. Then you show a figure yesterday.
273.
Right. 273. And then you show a figure yesterday, $500 million.
Yeah.
With the improvement in those areas, with the improvement, who collecting all that money? Because we know the workers getting the minimum wage, lowest wage in Trinidad, and $500 million. So PNM supporters ask themselves that question. Gordon, this is the question that I ask. Where the money gone? Who get all the money? And you see the same thing I tell you about the independent senators, Mr. Hansel. When you have a president in the past, say, spread the gospel, the PNM gospel to every nook and cranny.
Yep. Yeah.
How could you come now after saying that? And you could be baptized, you could do whatever, but you was always a PNM. So now when you are, it could never be independent.
Yep.
You see, for far too long, this everything that they do in the government stick in the hand is PNM government. And it gets so easy and accustomed for go on them not to see that, they see it, but they don't ignore it, because they don't worry about them things. Yep. You know, if it was vice versa, let's say the Honorable Kamala Prasad Viswasa was president, and she picked 10 senators, what would I say? But you see, it got in one hand, but it got in the other hand. And the hypocrisy, and then they say they're for country, they're for party, and they just prove it every day they come on this program. Look on this, Mr. Answer.
Yeah. Okay. In section 40 of the Constitution, there is no mention about independent senators. PNM folks, you could say what you want. That is the part of the Constitution that talks about the appointment of senators. No mention of it. None. Zero. No. Duck. Yeah? What you? Tommy, translate it. Let me play this voice note in the meanwhile. I don't know what that fella's saying. I'm gonna play this voice note.
I have a couple of voice notes also.
Based on reality. Yeah, not stupidity. Uglity. Yeah. So the fruits and the vegetables and so on, it's always dependent on market forces. So right now, pawpaw scarce, the price up the road. You're not getting orange. Orange and them scungy. Start a session showing you nutrition and all these things. Yeah, I go down with that. Fruits, vegetables. So according to how so, all right. Now the politics. Hopefully it cover all the bases. Because life cannot only be about what happens in the parliament or around the parliament. You have people who they really need that politics, but they need to get out in the savannah or go on the road and do some walking, some little jogging. Yeah? They need to stop eating this sort of bloody white flour. All right? They need to start to consume some vegetables. Okay? And fruit shouldn't be with anything else. Fruit should be eaten by itself. And this raw vegetable thing, forget that. Forget that. Cancel that pencil. All right? So, village, let's all try and eat healthy to be around long, to help guide and direct the politicians and them so that they wouldn't flip flop. We could remind them, but you said that you were going to do X. How come you didn't? Or you were going to do Y. How come? That is what we can do. All right? Not say, well, all right, they didn't do it, so that is nothing if we didn't do it. You then cuss and carry on when they didn't do it. Or they did it. So because they did it, why you making noise if these here do it too? But then you're giving people now armory. They will say, boy, you see what I tell all you? All of them is the same thing. All of them is the same thing. For example, they kick and scream against Mr. Chorchong getting that kind of hefty pension. They kick and scream against Dr. Rowley getting that kind of salary increase, which when you work it out, the opposition leader at the time getting more. All right? So they say, boy, if they get in, they might address it. You know, they really address it in truth. At the end of the day, at the beginning of the night, bam, Chorchong pension, gone. And I vote for that. That is no problem. I endorse that. Right? But you know, you ain't doing nothing about the salary that you kick and scream against. That could be adjusted too or no. You have the majority, but nah, you ain't interfering with that at all. People pay their property tax, you kick and scream against it, you ain't making that retractive either. You're leaving that so. So you're really telling people that you're targeting one man. And no law supposed to be targeting no one person. If we don't fix the system, history have a way of repeating itself. Agree? I know you'll agree with me, man. Have a good night. Let's listen. Let's think before we talk. It would help the toes, the hair, the skin, and the members.
Hold on. I have a next voice note.
Good night, Wall Street and Brother Tommy. And good night to the listeners of your program. I want to say this. The PNM right now, we are going to change the name here in this country to abstain. Let them keep abstaining. Let's abstain. So they will not be coming back in office in this country shortly. Never. That's a fact. Don't care what the PNM cry out in the parliament and say. Don't care what they come with. These people, like, they don't understand where they're going. The PNM realize they lost the election yet, you know. They don't realize they lost the election yet. They feel they still are in charge. And people...
Mr. Intellectual, welcome.
Mr.
Intellectual, welcome.
Bless. Hello?
Yeah, we hearing you. Go ahead, we hearing you.
Yes. Think before we talk. Again, real serious feedback. Anyhow, let me try. I'm wondering if people have the right to sell a cemetery. That's my first question. Especially a minister. If he have the right to sell a cemetery. Well, that's what the people and I'm claiming, that this minister, the marvelous one, sell them a cemetery in Garden Village down there. Right in Moscow Road, you know? So that for that I'm saying that how they make a little protest, but I ain't seen nothing on the TV or anything like that. They say their mother and their father and their grandparents and them buried in a cemetery. And the woman come and block them off and say that how she buy that place.
Right.
So I just wondering about that. And this thing about think before we talk. I wonder if them fellas was thinking when they were supporting the wickedness that was going on for the past 9.5 years and didn't say nothing. Have ever Mr. Maloney complained about what it is went on between 2015 and 2025? Have you ever heard him complain about that? Anything? No, they haven't complained about anything as such. But they come in here to talk about flip-flop and how the government was kicking brass against who take what. You understand? And now them come in power, they have the power to change it. When 10,000 people, 11,000, and just now you have 15,000 people. And next thing you know, it's spreading all over. 350 contractors, right? PNM contractors who raping the treasury, raping the country. And they give them chance, they lick up the blood and all that is spilling. These fellas and them ain't caring nothing about nobody. But this man supporting that. You understand? Come to tell me about don't eat no vegetables. I wonder what is he eating. Think like that. Vegetarians are intelligent people. They have a different mindset, especially the vegans and them. They have a different mindset. You understand? They don't look to take life. They are a certain kind of calm kind of people that doesn't come down on people and them kind of thing. They're not haters. Anybody who know a true vegetarian and a vegan, you gonna know how those people and them think. I'm sure you could understand that, Professor.
Yep. Yeah. Correct is right. You're right.
Make about it. I just want people to understand that kind of education that them fellas and them pushing is to keep you in slavery, keep you subservient to their mandate and their dictate. The propagandists of the PNM in every nook and cranny, the outside, to disrupt your way of thinking and to make you believe in a lie. That's what propaganda is. So let the people and them know that we not for them cannot do tuishness that they want to put on the program here. We ain't taking that. Let them sell the garbage somewhere else. Call them out as soon as they hear they start the foolishness. Call them out, just like how you deal with PNM Fox. You understand? Deal with them. Don't let them come and spread this kind of foolishness on the radio. Have a blessed evening, gentlemen.
Bless. Reporter, welcome. Reporter.
Hello, Wall Street.
Yes, hello.
You hear me?
Yeah, but I think you have something in the background. You have your computer or something on in the background?
Right, you hear me now?
Right, there we go. Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
No, I realized you stopped the voice note just now.
No, I was gonna continue it. When the call come in, it has stopped the voice note.
Oh, well.
Whenever the call comes in, it stops the voice note.
All right, but listen to this. As I hear one time, I will say this.
Yeah.
So, concerning the CPEP in this country, there's a brother living abroad, okay? Right now, as I speak, I'm a part of that program, okay?
Yeah.
They wasn't aware that I'm a supporter of the UNC. They wasn't aware of that.
Right.
I was one of the people home too, right? But I want to say this to all those talk show hosts, including yourself, Brother Tommy, all that supported the UNC, who I just have problem to get onto the program. Do you know that there was a way to get rid of those CPEP contractors one by one? Some days you might get 5 of them one time if you did only know what CPEP is about. Why you feel these contractors was having that hefty salary as a single man? Why you feel that was happening? Let me tell you something, my brother. I hope I'm coming across clear, and I want the people who work CPEP and the contractors to hear this. How many of you contractors was providing bags to put the grass and the plastic and the Cyotex by themselves? How many of you all were doing that and having a truck remove it and carrying it to a next location instead of packing it all around the community, down in bank and around people plant and all, play all the throw it in fake patch? No, we don't have a problem throw it in the fake patch, that's manual, but you can't throw all the time because grass keep growing. Do you know if the government was thinking about a way to get rid of these contractors properly instead of had to reimburse them? All they had to do is send on CPEP inspectors, and you would have catch about every day. You're catching about 6, 7, 8 of them wrongs to fire these people on because they was not providing what CPEP was supposed to have. The joke is when the election called there, they start to see, and the PNM lost the election, then they start to see bags on the Ladium, bags on the main road. They wasn't using no bags. That was a Bronx. They was throwing the rubbish and hoping that when the ordinary community truck passed, pick it up. So all that was money that was staying in the contractor pocket. Am I coming across clear?
Yeah.
Hello?
You break up a little bit, but you're going. Go ahead. You broke up a little bit, but go ahead.
Yes. I want Mr. Anna Roberts to respond to this. Respond to this, Mr. Anna Roberts. Tell him if they had only had contribution coming to the radio station pertaining how to deal with the CPEP contractors while they were in power and while they were in full swing, we would have plenty of these contractors removed long time because they was not following the rules of CPEP besides having the ghost gang. We now talking ghost gang. That is a part of it, but they was not fulfilling the part of the deal with CPEP on Swimcall concerning the projects in the streets. They was not keeping the place. They have it clean. They keeping it clean. Where are you putting the garbage? You throwing the garbage inside this community dustbin where the community have to put garbage in and filling it before the community fill it. That's what's going on in CPEP nationwide. You call us an activist of the UNC if you feel this is like 2010 to 2015, where all of you all sit down and get fat and make the woman government fall flat with a set of lies from the PNM. This time, I am a retiree, so I will make sure, because I know plenty of them try to block my call when it's coming, you know. Good night, Trinidad and Tobago and the world by extension.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Tommy, Tommy, they said if you think education is expensive, try ignorance. Yeah?
Exactly.
So I am in the Trinidad and Tobago Constitution. Okay? Now, let me go to section 15 for you guys. Yeah? This is what this guy says, section 15.2. Oh, Miss Georgia, thank you for that. Article 15.2 comes from 1962 order in the council, not the current constitution. Yeah, Miss Georgia, don't worry. I have the constitution here. All you read on the screen what PNM folks say. Let me go to the constitution. Let me show all your PNM people does mislead people. Because of the miseducation the PNM give them, they come with the miseducation and foolishology, dotishology, stupidology, and madology. I'm in the Constitution of Trinidad and Tobago. Let me read 15 for you guys. Section 15. Or let's see what the man said there, sir. The Constitution of Trinidad and Tobago. In the Trinidad and Tobago Constitution, order in council mentions independent senators in Article 15.2. Tommy, that's clear, right? Trinidad and Tobago Constitution.
Right.
So let we go to the videotape. Let we go to the facts. I have the Constitution here. I'll go read 15 for you. And when I finish, I'll read 40 for you where I got the information from the Constitution. I'm going to read it for you guys. Okay, this is what 15 says. It talks about continuation of citizenship of citizens under Section 9 of the former Constitution. This is what 15 says, folks. Any person who became a citizen by birth under Section 9.1 or a citizen by descent under Section 9.2 of the former Constitution and who was not ceased to be a citizen under that Constitution shall continue to be a citizen under this Constitution. There is nothing, there is no 15.2 in there. And Mr. Atlanta just sent something here. Article 15.2 comes from the 1962 order in council, not the current Constitution. Let me go further. This is an education class. This is an education class tonight. I'm going in the Constitution. Let me go to Section 40. The ones that I gave to you. We don't play that. We do not play that. We are here to educate and inform. Yeah? I've taken PNM Fox to class. And if he was in my class, he would have got an F double minus. Told me you could get F double minus?
If you given it, he had to take it?
Yeah. I had a game to take it. Now, here is Section 40. It talks about the Senate. 41. The Senate shall consist of 31 members, in this Constitution referred to as senators. I read that for all, yeah? But I'm reading it from the Constitution itself now. Who shall be appointed by the President in accordance with this section. 42. Of the 31 senators, 16 shall be appointed by the President, acting in accordance with the advice of the Prime Minister. 6 shall be appointed by the President, acting in accordance with the advice of the Leader of the Opposition. 9 shall be appointed by the President in his discretion from outstanding persons from economic or social or community organization and other major fields of endeavor. And then there's 41. PNM Fox, whatever kind of dotishology and stupidology and madology, you should be heading up the savannah and going around by that place up there. Where's that place called, Tommy? Huh?
St. Anne's.
Oh, yeah, St. Anne's. You should be going up there. Eh? Oh, God, just pull up the Constitution now, boss. Just pull it up now. It's an easy Google. We are not here to mislead the people. You want to mislead the people with that. Where's 15.2? Here what to do. Go in the Constitution and cut and paste. That's how you cut and paste it in the chat right here. You see like you cut and paste that? Cut and paste it in the chat right here from the Constitution. Cut and paste it. Look. I'm sorry for you. No, I ain't sorry for you. Yeah? You want to come with that sort of dotishology? Eh? No, nothing wrong with me. I give you straight from the Constitution. Yeah, what you saying? It comes straight from the Constitution. Yeah? Read, Colleen, Colleen, and go to the Constitution and read 15C2 first. Read 15, wherever you put up. Read that
Yes,
first.
he afraid to call in on the telephone?
Eh?
He afraid to call in?
How we go Colleen? How we go Colleen? And read and get our misleading information? Look, Miss Georgia corrected him. Look, Miss Georgia do the homework. She did the homework for him. And Tommy, if I was wrong, if the Constitution has been amended and I miss it, I will apologize.
I know you will.
Yes. If it was amended, I will apologize. I just want to see it. You put it up big, bad, and bold. I read 40 for you, and I read 15 for you. And it has nothing to do with 15 has nothing to do with senators. It's talking about.
Here's what. Don't spend the rest of the night on him. So what you should do is play Karen and then play your editorial.
Yeah, let me play Karen and I'll play my editorial. So folks, listen to Karen. This is Karen's editorial.
The Independence of Independent Senators, a Cause for Concern, an opinion by Karen Nunez Teixeira. The independence of the independent senators is being raised regarding their voting on the amendment to the Prime Minister Pension Act, which amendment I fully support and will address in another post or video. And in any event, the concerns are reasonable, given that the president who appoints 9 senators was appointed directly from her office of President of the Senate under a PNM administration. While the Electoral College makes the decision as to the holder of the office of president, it is based on the majority votes in the House and Senate. Clearly, if you form the government, your administration will make that critical decision. As many analysts have stated, this is an issue which urgently needs to be addressed by way of constitutional reform, given the importance of the office of president. I was moved to comment on this issue having read the comments of former independent Senator Hazel Thompson Ahey, with whom I also attended law school and was a staff member at the Hugh Wooding Law School for several years. I would suggest that instead of responding by stating how many times that as a former senator she spoke out against the PNM administration regarding bills, it would be far more helpful if Mrs. Ahey would advise as to how many instances she voted against the government. Why do I raise this? I am aware that at Cave Hill campus and the law school, Mrs. Ahey and Mrs. Rowley, amongst others, were very close friends. While their friendship may have played no part in her appointment as an independent senator, it raises reasonable concerns, certainly on as to her record of voting as an independent senator.
You hear that? There are concerns. There are concerns, right? Right? And what we have to do is address these concerns. Karen addressed those concerns, right? You know, they'll call Karen all kind of name now. All kind of name. But let me finish play these voice notes. Tommy.
Yeah.
Oh,
I have some voice notes when you get a chance.
Hold on. PNM folks get caught with the pants down by Yanko. he get exposed.
What he said there.
Let me play this. Hold on. Let me play this one. This one came in our way. This is the reporter.
Good night, Wall Street and Brother Tommy. And good night to the listeners of your program. I want to say this. The PNM right now, we are going to change the name here in this country to abstain.
All right,
let's keep abstaining. Let's abstain.
That's the same one. Hold on. Let me get the next one. Hold on.
Yeah, Brother Tommy and Wall Street. Kunji, good night, bye. Good night. That contractor thing with them money with these contractors. You know the government fall long on that beat. Let me explain to you how the government fall long on that beat. The government was to send around. They was to send around people to monitor these CPEP and make sure they was doing the right thing, because there's a right way to run CPEP. Do you know that those contractors was not buying bags? They was not paying truck to move the grass. They was not doing certain things that they're supposed to do in CPEP. And that was a grounds to get rid of them one by one. But you see, the reason why the government wasn't aware of that is because of everybody who playing frontline talker for the government, they wasn't watching in that direction. Because I know contractors right now, they was mixing bush and rubbish together and throwing it on people's factory, throwing it all in bank and all in the areas, and then no truck can pick it up, no grass and kind it no way. And that big salary the contractor getting, that is to provide for transport for the grass. Contractors throwing grass all over the corner of the place in the country right now. That what they was doing, and that was an aggrums to get rid of the contractor. But he didn't look at it in that way. I tell you, Trinidad and Tobago, it's not everybody rush to call radio and talking on radio. Know about the issues that is going to affect and know about the points that government could take charge and get rid of people. Because it's alleged right now in the URP office in Monto, one person sitting down and signing out a whole pay sheet with names, and that pay sheet getting paid every fortnight. One person is be doing that. That's not supposed to happen. That was going on in URP. I still put a ledge with it, but that's a fact. And if the person who was doing that, listening, I want to tell you good night and all that done. All these ghosts, that will done. We don't know if more ghosts go rise, but for now, ghosts go done. And it's the ghosts we're dealing with. We're dealing with the ghosts. So government, if you did only give yourself a chance to monitor these CPEP workers and the contractors with some inspectors going around in Swimcall and go to the CPEP team and them and see the condition of how the contractors operating, it would not cost them nothing to get rid of them one by one. Without paying them, you could afford to fire them. Right now, how many CPEP contractors had trucks moving grass and plastic bag to put the paper and the plastic bottle? They put in bottle and rubbish together, bottle and grass and all kind of things together. All them CPEP and them was doing that. It's after when they realized government change, they started to see bag lying in the street and putting them in bag and all kind of things. Look, man, good night.
Tommy, go ahead.
All right, let's start with this one. All right, this one didn't play. I'll go to the other. I have Bitcoin and Maloney.
What is the point? If somebody was something how much months ago or years ago, and they are in a different role now. So Mr. John Jeremy, he is still PNM? Huh? Mr. Lala, he is still UNC? Oh gosh, all you think before they come out with these things now, boy, because it's showing off all the toenail, the color it is, boy. Not because somebody says something because they are the top, mean that you have to take it and run with it. Because remember what the tenants we have, that fish. So you want your fish to live. You don't want it to see which part will rot first. Gosh, boy.
Professor Washington and Uncle Tommy, I just finished listening to the Minister of Agriculture, Gordon Dryden Joseph, where he say all the food price going up in the market. Because he just buy it. Yes, Gordon Dryden, you're correct, and all the food price going up. And that is why you see bread food going up too, because that's a food factor. $102 for one of that. Right? $102. I ain't know breadfruit just get flooded and things. The breadfruit tree just be on the ground. How the hell they could be charging that kind of price for a breadfruit? They go and charging. That is growing a big tall tree. And that is growing around the air, you know, man. But I don't understand how the price of that reached that high. You can explain Gordon Dryden, since you're the Minister of Agriculture. Have a good day, Uncle Tommy. Professor Walsh and Uncle Tommy, you know that every PNM member of parliament or senator is going to give back 5% of the salary into the PNM party. I hear Kenny saying that. So if them had to give 5% towards the party, right? Each and every one of them. All these people who collecting them contract, them have to get a percentage back into the party too. You understand? Because they may get a job, that's why whistling so, you know. They give them those contracts in order for them to pay a percentage back into body their house. So you see what the PNM running a mafia in this country all for taxpayers. Yeah? That's what how wicked is. But you see, all them contractors that they had in the 273, half of that have to go. Half of that have to go. Right? And that must be demonstrated or equally proportioned into every constituency in this country. They must get equal shares of the gang. Because plenty of them gangs that in that 273 there is a lot of ghost gang taking place. I sure 80 or 90 of them may be ghost gang. J-Lo, Michael Jackson, P. Diddy, all of them may be collecting contracts. So that he needs to clean up. And you're going to see it, you know. You're going to see the truth coming out in the end. But I hope they'll be transparent enough to run it efficient and not let them continue with that milking and that eating frenzy and trough at taxpayers experts. Have a good day, Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street.
Okay, take it over.
Is it?
Yep.
So there was a memorandum just released today from Permanent Secretary to Prime Minister, from Permanent Secretary to the Prime Minister to all Permanent Secretaries. I'll take this call. Mr. Florida, welcome.
Yeah, Mr. Tommy. I just want to be quick. So, Mr. Gordon, you say something if Mr. John Jeremy is still a PNM. We know he was a PNM. So he come in as the Attorney General, but we're looking at his ways and his action. If he do something that is not right in the public eye, we will call him out on it. But what you trying to say now that the president, right, is somebody new? Partner, we watch you used to watch parliamentary channel when she was the Senate president, and when she used to overrule and when she used to do, we see the ways. And from being the president of the Senate, she went to president, so she didn't have no time frame to change the way she is. She didn't repent and be baptized. So I hope that answers your question, Mr. Gordon.
Thank you. Ms. Santa Cruz, don't worry about PNM Fox. You understand? Because he come here with misleading information and he get called out on it. He gets schooled. We take him back to kindergarten. That kindergarten in Trinidad, Tommy?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we take him back to kindergarten and school him and get a gova whip and beat him with the gova whip. Yeah, we beat him with a gova whip. Yeah, we soak it in. We soak it good. And tell you, go and do your homework. Go and do your homework. And come back when you get your homework right. Man can't even get a little thing right. And listen, I didn't have to do it, you know. Miss Georgia did it for us. Miss Georgia sent the same thing and says, no, that is not in the Constitution. No. Too bad. I feel sorry for him. Anyway, here's the release. I'll go read this. From Permanent Secretary to the Prime Minister to all Permanent Secretaries and her department, closure of government offices for scheduled visit of the Honorable Narendra Modi, Prime Minister of India, to the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago on July the 3rd, 2025. Please be advised that the Honorable Narendra Modi, Prime Minister of India, is scheduled to visit the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago from July 3rd, 2025 to July 4th, 2025, in an effort to ensure that consideration is given for the highest level of security and to mitigate against any inherent risks associated with the visit. The Honorable Mrs. Kamla Prasad Bissessa, SC MP, Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, has agreed to the closure of all non-essential government offices and the dismissal of all education institutions in Trinidad and Tobago, only from 1 p.m. on Thursday, the 3rd of July, 2025. The operation of all essential services, including the emergency health and security services, are expected to function as usual. Your unusual cooperation is appreciated, Permanent Secretary to the Prime Minister. Ulrich, welcome.
Yes.
Yeah. Hold on, Ulrich. James, I will let you write. Hold on, Ulrich. James, I will let you write schooling session. You're schooling him. You're schooling him. Go ahead, Ulrich. Ulrich.
You know, and saying this place getting frightening. This place getting frightening now because the population fighting against the independent and the past government now. That is the war that's taking place, which is not supposed to be happening. We're looking for betterment of this country, and now we have to fight against the independent. I want the Prime Minister now to look at ways of bringing some kind of legislative paper to the independent bench. And as a matter of fact, cutting out the president from choosing anybody to be independent, make changes to the constitution. We have to start looking at that now. Just as how the first issue we had with the pension thing with Stuart Young, we get over that hurdle. We have another hurdle now, the independent bench. Right? Bring legislation now to do away with the independent, or let the process change and let the president not be part of selecting people to be independent. And we in a real bad state, it's frightening, some kind of things coming out, it's frightening. And then when you hear people calling and defending the past administration, you just have to wonder if them is a glutton for punishment. You know, I don't be amazed. I don't be listening to this rhetoric from these people and them. These people in the opposition, the men and them like ladies of the night. And this independent group we are seeing on the TV, they look like a corrupt bunch, you know, along with the jagabats in between the opposition bench and the independent bench. This country, if it means that we have to come out and demonstrate, so be it.
Ulrich, stay by the Wi-Fi.
My choice. We want betterment to the country.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Bless.
All right.
Yeah.
Later.
Ulrich, don't worry yourself. Don't worry yourself. Eh? We fixing things. We fixing things. Let me get some few voice note here, Tommy.
Go ahead.
Let me see something. Let me see. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah.
And Sim, you know what I recommend? I recommend that the government look at passing legislation to deal with the independent bench. If you notice they vote in a particular way and you realize that they're not independent, that some bill or something should pass to deal with this independent and have them replaced or scrapped.
Yeah, KFC.
Hi, Mr. Washington, Uncle Tommy. Hi, Ulrich.
Yeah, that's Ulrich.
Ulrich, I could join the party, you know. You can open a party, you know. A third party. I advocated for that, you know.
Huh?
Oh. Yeah, every station, every program you call in, say, you look for a third party. People materialize in China to look for a third party.
Yeah, the Gordon Dryden says, Ulrich, that's not what you said on another platform today. Ulrich, they're calling you out, boy. Ulrich,
I said to Ulrich, you know, he had to talk, you know. I feel so like slight a pain. I mean, I'm not Mr. Washington. You live from Lavanti too?
Yeah, you from Lavanti too.
I feel all the blood in the toast still.
Already exposing your boy. Already two people, KFC and Gordon Dryden exposing you already. What is that already? You man say that is not what you said on another program today already.
Wherever. Find some bill. Just as how we first experiencing this thing with Stuart Young. This is the experience that we having with the independent. We should find a bill to deal with them now. Bring out a bill to deal with them. I am sorry for Trinidad. We're between a rock and a hard place because PNM fighting tooth and nail to keep us in poverty.
Already, you had to keep the faith.
Come here and talking about fruits and what to eat and what to eat. Partner, we not on that, you know. Get on the script and stay on the program. Don't try to shift the topic. We're not on that.
Oh God, they're going back and forth at each other. Hold on, eh? Okay. Reporter, next one, boy, reporter, boy. Reporter, them people go come after you, you know. I'm telling you. But I'm going to play it, you send it, so I have to play it. All right. It's taking a long kind of thing, the reporter, boy. Hold on. Let me try something here. All right, let me try this one. Reporter, your voice not in downloading, you know. Because I don't want people that accuse you of not playing their voice note. Folks, in the meanwhile, let me give you all part of this editorial that I did, okay? Yeah, I agree with that. Tommy and Mohammed, I agree with that. No third party can win any election at any time in our country. Oh, here we go.
Wall Street, Brother Tommy, to the young workers in CPEP, the young people. Now, some of you always be calling me, you understand, pretending to what take place in CPEP because when you all hear me on radio, you all deem me to be a UNC. I really is a member. I love NJAC philosophy. I love NJAC. But NJAC can function in election, and then I will turn my focus onto the next political party that have the second among the most of seats in the country and give them a support. I will never be a PNM. Never. I could say never with that because I know what is a PNM. I know what the PNM was built on. So you young people in CPEP right now, you all get an opportunity not to just walk away from CPEP. You know. You all get an opportunity to deal with your councillor, to deal with your MP for your area. You understand? Because some of you all between the age of 19, 20, 21, up to 30 and 35 in CPEP and telling me all they work in CPEP 9 years, some only working 10 and 11 and 12 years in CPEP. Should come out of that by move. We had to use that as a stepping stone. Try to get into the government. Try to get into the government. When the UNC in office, I'll make it easier. When the PNM in opposition, service commission is open as wide as could be. That is why when you go in a government ministry, it is called, oh good, look at what you're working there. They pass through service commission. Black people want to run out at all and go and get. Or they run out, don't worry, run out there. Service commission open right now, or they make all their application, make all their resume, do all the things. But CPEP is a step out there to step out into the working world. You quite have order in CPEP too, you know. You have to come out and work and get money, you know. Because them contractors and them don't care who they just make sure the work done, you know. So that will give you the energy to work. So you could develop yourself from by CPEP and go further. Right? Because that people in CPEP is 40 years, 42 years of age and telling me you work in CPEP 9 and 8 and 10 years. No. Get a better thing, Dread. Get a better thing, trust me. But you could still and make our food still. And hats off to those who do it because a lot of people do it. A lot of people pass through CPEP and get good work and out there. But you see them who stagnant in CPEP, well, they get a stagnant thing out. Okay? Good night.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
So, folks, let me see if I can get hold on, man. Hold on, man.
What P&M Fox pants doing down by your ankle? Where you has any red culture?
Oh God. Hey, earlier. Let me give all just part of the step. Oh, let me play this one. Put your closing comments in the chat, put your closing quotes, and send your closing voice notes, people.
Professor Wall Street, Uncle Tommy, the senators that the president select or elect, they are presidential senators. They are not independent to and fro at all. So the presidential elected senators, elected by the president, and they have to do what the president says.
Hey, already they're calling you out, boy. Somebody just sent my next text. What you say, yeah, Mr. Ansem, it's true what they say about Ulrich. I hear it too. Way, Ulrich. So you had fork tongue, Ulrich. You're talking one thing the next day, a next place, and when you come here, you're talking something different now, Ulrich. Nah, I don't know Ulrich, I know. So, folks, let me give you a quick little bit of this editorial, and we're going to play the rest on Thursday. We're going to start the whole thing on Thursday. So take a quick listen.
The myth of independence, why Trinidad and Tobago's so-called independent senators are anything but. An editorial analysis by Professor Wall Street of constitutional misnomers and political reality. The recent controversy surrounding the Prime Minister's pension amendment bill has exposed a fundamental flaw in Trinidad and Tobago's democratic discourse, the persistent myth of independent senators. The UNC's pointed criticism of these 9 presidential appointees reveals not partisan desperation, but a legitimate constitutional concern that deserves serious examination. The uncomfortable truth is that there is no such thing as an independent senator in Trinidad and Tobago's constitutional framework. This widely accepted misnomer has allowed for the creation of a political fiction that obscures the reality of partisan influence in what should be an impartial legislative chamber. The constitutional reality check. Section 40 of the Constitution is crystal clear in its language. It makes no mention of independent senators whatsoever. Instead, it refers to 9 senators who shall be appointed by the president in his discretion from outstanding persons from economic or social or community organizations and other major fields of endeavor. The term independent senators is nothing more than a convenient label, a parliamentary convention that has evolved to distinguish these 9 appointees from those selected on advice of the Prime Minister or leader of the opposition. But conventions, however well established, cannot override constitutional reality or eliminate the inherent bias in the appointment process. Here are 10 reasons why these 9 senators cannot be considered truly independent.
So, folks, I'm going to hold it there, and I'm going to give you guys the rest on Thursday, right? Because, wait, look, where P&M Fox? Oh God, P&M Fox put a Bible quote tonight, boy. Yeah, boy. You gain him? We gain him to change a little bit, boy. Yeah, boy. Thank you, P&M Fox, finally, boy. So, folks, listen to this, eh? We don't want to make it seem like if we're picking on people, because that's not what we do. However, if you come sideways with inaccurate information, right? With inaccurate information to try to mislead the people, no, we're not accepting that. We're not accepting that. Ulrich, let me tell you, people calling you out. They say, Ulrich going on other programs and he's singing a different song. He going over there, he's singing a song about between a canary, and when he come over here, he's singing like a scarlet ibis. Ulrich, I tell you, stay by the phone, stay by the Wi-Fi. But Ulrich, what the people are saying, you're going on other radio programs and you're singing like a hummingbird, like a canary. And when you come over here, you're singing like a scarlet ibis. All right, let me see if I get Ulrich here. Ulrich! Ulrich! Every time I tell Ulrich, stay by the Wi-Fi, he ain't staying by the Wi-Fi. Ulrich, stay by the pole. You're moving from the Wi-Fi pole. You see? Anyway, Ulrich, what the people saying is that you're singing our next tune over them radio station over there. And when you come here, you're singing like a scarlet ibis. You have to make up your mind, you know. You have to make up your mind on which tune you want to play. You can't play two tunes one time. Let's take this. Keyshawn, welcome.
Good night, Professor Wall Street, and good night, Uncle Tommy.
Good night.
Man, even the Senate, Anna Roberts hit it out of the park, man. They blow so much money. Even the, what's his name? The senator for the guy for the tourism. Man, these guys are calling out everything. And you go back to the PNM, they closed down the rice factory, they closed down the sugar factory, they closed down Petrotrin. Every time they're in office, they're always closing down something and making things corruptible in this country.
Correct.
Horrible. I'm tired of these people.
Yeah, man.
Even they need to fix the senators. They need to fix them. Kangaloo, she's rotten to the core. She's rotten. She's no good. She obstructing everything. And these guys are going to be abstention for every piece of law, every piece of idea that UNC come with. They're going to try to block everything. And UNC is going to get everything we need to fix.
Thank you.
You talk about the overpass or whatever. The girl from Tobago speaking. That this UNC wanted to spend $100,000 or over $1 million to fix it. If it costs $1 million, they're going to fix it with the right cement, the right construction, the right architects. But they cut costs, so when everything starts to fall down and break down, they're going to have a lawsuit. They're going to have problems with the people in the country. These people are a bag of waste of time.
Thank you, man.
Weak beckles.
Thank you, man.
All
Thank
right,
you,
man.
Keyshawn. Yeah, man. Bless. Ulrich. Tommy, I don't know what to say to Ulrich again. Ulrich, call Tommy phone. Try Tommy phone.
Yeah.
Because every time you call here, you're moving from by the Wi-Fi pole and you ain't getting through. And next you go start taking your call. KFC, you have 30 seconds before you go for the break.
Well, I'm going to start watching Uncle Tommy. I'm sorry, Rick.
I don't know.
Everybody's all getting trouble.
I don't know. Ulrich, at still Ulrich, stay by the Wi-Fi pole.
I don't be listening to contribution, but yeah, the government and we're looking for a third force. And all kind of thing, but Mr. Worship, as Penny said, come back home. I feel like a snail, and you call it slow, man.
You're telling Ulrich go back home? You're telling Ulrich?
Yeah. Penny begging for this girl to tell him, come back home, please. Come back home.
Ulrich,
He like a snail. Take your time.
Ulrich, you're saying, Ulrich, people saying, come back home. I come back home for the carnival. Ulrich, boy. Ulrich, they're exposing your boy. Ulrich, call Tommy phone, eh? Folks, we're going to take that quick break. We'll be right back. Don't go nowhere.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
In the village with Uncle Tommy, We're back to the village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Washington, you, 9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Don't forget, folks, whenever you join us, share the live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe, WZYE TV on YouTube. You can reach us here at 973
Also at 973-609-6509, 973-609-6509. Don't forget to share the live.
Yeah. So, folks, it was really a pleasure tonight because we had to make some corrections. We had to take some people to school.
We're going to open up a school tonight.
Yeah, schooling session. All right.
Yeah.
I tell you, you see, as soon as you go by the Wi-Fi pole, you get through. Go ahead.
As if I don't know what these people and I'm talking about or no. I don't talk with no fork tongue. The only thing the first time I be say today on another program is that we have to start looking for a third party from now. So in case if
but
the government
just how you gonna be supporting the UNC and you talking about a third party? What kind of
listen to me. I watch me. I supporting what is right for the country.
But
I say
look, you're half pregnant then. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I want this two-party thing. I want to have option. If this party swing left, we mustn't be looking to go back to PNM. We must have another option. That is what I talk about. And the talk about Indian Prime Minister coming and giving him accolade, the highest in the country. I never know nothing about that. I want to hear why they're doing that, right? That's the only two thing I talk different. But other than that, KFC and all of them.
See, we're going again. I tell all Ulrich.
All of them is PNM. Don't tell me nothing more PNM. You know I hate PNM to the core. I don't want to hear nothing more PNM. But we must not be no bubblehead dolly and committed to no party. If the party do good, we continue with them. If they swing left, we look for another party. All I am saying is to look for a third party from now. So in case if the party in government swing left, we have an alternative. That is all I say. We're so wrong in that.
Now,
I'm not no bubblehead supporter. I know I'm not in them things. So listen, you see me and Sam, I don't, you see when I make statement, I don't care what people think or what they say, you know.
No, I hear you.
Wherever I say, that is what I mean. I don't care what people think or what they say.
All right.
So, that is it.
Yeah, man.
I don't even know, I don't know grasshopper.
All right.
Right.
Yeah. Ulrich, you can't be half pregnant. You're sorry. You can't be 1 foot in and 1 foot outside. Either you have both feet in or you have both feet out. You have to pick a side, Ulrich. You have to pick a side. You can't pick a side. You know, Ulrich, you know like what that is like? That is like in soccer, right? You know, back in the day, Malvern and Maple. It's like you playing for Malvern and Maple. Malvern and Maple was two of the biggest competitors when you talk about football. You understand? Malvern and Maple. Right? You playing for Malvern, right? But you watching Essex. You know what I mean? Ulrich, I know where. Ulrich, boy, them people go. Sorry, Ulrich, I know what to say. Right? Anyway, folks, let me give my closing quote. Boy, PNM Fox, boy, you was taken to class tonight where you're trying all kind of things. You still didn't put up yet, PNM Fox. What part of the Constitution have 15-2? What part of the Constitution? Put it up before you're gonna watch now. We go carry this show. I go carry this show for the next half an hour just for you to go and look it up and put it up. Okay? I go here, I go do by myself. I go sit down here. Just me alone. I go wait for you. Let me get my closing quotes, folks. Let me give my closing quote. PNM Fox get exposed today, but school today, but School is in session, but here we go.
Today is Tuesday, Father, July 1st. A new story begins. A new blank page unfolds before me. A new chance to start over. To live your purpose with courage and faith. I place this entire month in your hands, Father. Cover me with your grace. Guide me with your voice that calms every storm. Surround me with your presence that transforms everything around me. Let no arrow from the enemy find a way in. Let no evil hide along my path. Let every trap be broken before it even appears. May every step I take be protected, every decision led by you, every day marked by your faithfulness. July will be a month of deliverance that reveals your love in every detail, of protection that reaches us even when we don't realize it, of a peace so deep it enters unannounced and calms everything within, and of miracles so real, so powerful that only heaven could send them. Bless my home, my work, my dreams, and my health. Clothe me in strength. Cover my family with your love and plant hope where fear tried to settle in. July belongs to you, Father. Every day, every morning, every minute. I begin this month with faith, with a surrendered heart, with my eyes lifted to heaven, because I know your care goes before me and your love surrounds me on every side. Amen. If this prayer touched your heart, comment amen, like, and share to bless more lives this month. Good morning.
From where I said this is it, the clock on the wall, so that's all I like to say, but I've got to go. Remember, hard work beats talent when talent does not work hard. And for every 60 seconds of anger, you lose 1 minute of happiness. Remember, your circumstances may determine who you are, but you are responsible for who you become. Go ahead, Tommy.
Dale Carnegie says this. He said, perhaps you will forget tomorrow the kind words you said today, but the recipient may cherish them over a lifetime. Perhaps you would forget tomorrow the kind words you said today, but the recipient may cherish them for over a lifetime. Like I always say, you the man in the mirror, you have to become that change you want to see. But if you look in that mirror and you don't like what you see, you cannot blame the mirror. Never look down on a person unless you're giving them a hand up. Thank you for spending the time with us today. Looking forward to seeing you on Thursday, God willing. Till then, love you all. Be safe.
Thank you, Tommy.
You're welcome.
Okay, let me see closing voice notes here.
Closing. My Honorable Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, Ms. Kamala Prasad, says, sir, I choose to talk to you on my closing comments tonight. Remember, school is going on vacation shortly. Children will be home. And you know how children is. And I know that woman loves children. And I know it's going to make those children be happy with your performance while they are home. Because it's quite in September they're going back out to school. Okay? And I want you to check the date that a lot of people go on the breadline. And Brother Wall Street and Brother Tommy, Wall Street coming at me in talk show. It don't make no sense they call us and them try that. That is just talk show suicide. Nah, because see, I don't really deal with personality, you know. I just deal with issues. You understand? You would never hear me attacking people personally. I would attack some of the garbage may come from their mouths. Do my history and talk and see where I always is. I always people-centered. Always, always. So Wall Street, anytime you see them coming at me, it ain't gonna make no sense. Good night, people. Good program tonight. Sorry to give us so much voice, but it had to be done.
Thank you.
Have a voice note.
Yeah, go ahead.
Professor Washington, Uncle Tommy, I see they remove the security details for the last two prime ministers, Dr. Rowdy and Mr. Young. So they might need some security. Gordon Dryden, since you love PNM so much, you should go and apply for the work. The guard them 24 hours a day. You understand? One guard, Dr. Rowdy and Mr. Young, they say be bucking for the PNM. You could do a good job doing that, you know, go and drive it. Right? So apply for the work now, Gordon. Apply for the security work. Have a good day, Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street.
Have any others?
That's it.
Okay. Yeah, KFC. KFC.
Yeah. Hi, Mr. Washington, Uncle Tommy, man, all his viewers, doctor. Mr. Washington.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the people now. The concern about poor people, but who hungry and who's starving, and the CPEP looking to transform, and school going close just now. All ahead. You remember coming back money. So Mountain, next week.
KFC, you're muted. KFC, you're pressing mute, man.
Chubby thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, man.
No, repeat that.
I say reporter out there. We just refreshing the CPEP.
Yeah.
So people get a bread. We don't deal with the contractors and them. Especially them PN. Anytime you got strong support by the UNC, you look for a contract and apply back all them simple and them there. We have to eat too. We're not feeling sorry for PNM people. Poor people get back the thing. So don't watch your head. Mr. Watching, Uncle Tommy, have a blessed day. And my boy, we never go back home. Let's call him.
Ulrich.
Yeah, man?
Yeah, Ulrich.
Yeah. Yeah, Ulrich, you go back home. Come back home. All the stuff, come back home. Look, I don't care, all come back home. All the snore, all the crawl, all the coming backwards. Come back home. Bless.
Oh, God. Olio?
Amazing. But not surprising at all. But that is how it goes. Professor. Okay. There's a saying in here in Trinidad and Tobago. The hardest language to learn is English. Yeah. So all them other language until you go in university to learn, they don't be as hard as English. So it's not surprising that our friend the Chumakian trying to play with words. Listen, everybody and their brother know that the idea is you have the government senators, you have the opposition senators, and somebody came up with the idea 4 years ago to have a next set of senators that will be kind of like the neutrals. These, as if they're not saying, I want my party to be successful, so I'm voting this way. They are not there representing any party. I'm not saying it may not happen, because as human beings, and this is Trinidad and Tobago, okay? But I'm saying the idea is to have a bunch that ain't carrying no rising sun on the chest or no balize on the chest. And I feel these people know that, you know. But you know what they're trying to do? They're trying to intimidate, you understand, that bunch there and tell them that, yeah, you PNM, you red, just because you ain't vote for them. Oh gosh, I'll get off of that now, man, and fix the bloody place. Right? I will deal with more things on Thursday, please God. But let's remember not to forget. Pray before you go to sleep, and pray to God that is it, not man.
Okay. Look, Ulrich sent an next voice note. Olio?
Yes, and Sam, I agree with
Hold on. All right, let me take this. Yeah, Mr. Florida. One minute. We're going. Yeah, Mr. Florida. Hello? Mr. Florida.
Yeah, you hear me?
Yeah, 1 minute.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
you know?
Yeah,
Yeah. Good night, Mr. Hanson. Good night, Mr.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Good night, Mr. Hanson. Good night, Mr. Tommy. Good night, all callers in Texas. And it's a great program today. Happy to see everybody here. To this abroad. We'll be again on Tuesday. Mr. Hanson, Mr. Tommy, and to everybody. That's in Gordon, right? Remember when they was picking the president and they picked with the lawyer name? The UNC was picking a lawyer,
Israel Khan, I think. Israel Khan.
And and Gordon come on the program and say he's a PNM. I mean, he's a UNC.
Yeah.
Gordon come on the program and say that, and here we talking about Gordon is a hypocrite. God go spite here. All right, guys.
Right, man. Bless. All right, folks. That is it. All right, all work on 1 year.
About picking a side. Yes, and Sam, I agree with you about picking a side. I pick a side. That's why I voted for UNC now. If time come around next 5 years again, and I had to pick a side, I pick a side again. But I'm not picking no side, and they have me like no bobblehead dashboard dolly. I'm not into that.
Ulrich, you're contradicting yourself, you know. Folks, all right, that is it, eh? That is it. Let me go to the chat. Because we're supposed to be out of here already. All right, let me go to the chat real quick. Okay. Who's this boy? Brian Williams said conversation is right on point. There are no independent senators. They're all tainted and picked by the PNM president. This guy Vera makes no sense by abstaining for years. It is almost as if he knows not what is right and wrong, what is wrong. That's not what the taxpayers are paying his salary for, but he's happy with PNM briefs he received. Okay. James Mallet says, James Howlett, I enjoy walking in the rain cause no one notices I'm crying. Charlie Chaplin. CV says, independent senators today is not yesterday. We are purging our nation of this PNM administration. Be on the right side of history. PNM Fox says, the 1962 Constitution of Trinidad and Tobago, though amended, remains in effect in 2025. I know what I mean. All right, whatever. You still didn't show us the paragraph yet. Patricia Pancho says, the night unfolds. May God love and blessings be with each of you. Good night. James Howlett says, sometimes you miss the bus not because you're late, but because God has a better way for you to get there. Correct is right. Lenora Comerbat says, until Thursday, people have a wonderful week. Monica Ramkisoon says, all things work together for the good to them that love God, even to those who call upon the name of the Lord. Call upon the name of the Lord and be saved. Psalms 91 and Psalms 27. Monica, I read those Psalms every morning, every single morning. Excellent. James Howlett says, house without peace is painful prison. Love shall bring calm, not chaos. Mr. Intellectual says, the conversation of those who claim to be thinkers fail to establish how converted they are. Ms. Santa Cruz says, never mistake knowledge for wisdom. One help, you make a living. The other help, you make a life. Socrates. Yeah. Caribbean Soul says, a dead battery can't jump a dead battery. Get away from people who can't change your spirit when you need a jump. I like that one. Tommy Mohammed closing comments is that taxpayers should be able to tell the government to fire so-called independent senators. Pearl Sami says, great program. As always, good night, Professor Walsh and Uncle Tommy, and to everyone on the live. Be safe out there. James Howlett says, champions don't wait for lightning, they spark it themselves. PNM Fox, a verse that aligns with the sentiment of not needing to put others down to elevate oneself is Luke 14:11. It states, for everyone who exalts himself will be humbled, and he who humbles himself will be exalted. This emphasizes that true elevation comes from humility, not from belittling others. I didn't belittle you. You belittle yourself by not doing your homework. Yeah? Do your homework next time. Closing comment is that many things, Kwame Mohammed, many things can be addressed only if we write a new constitution and scrap the old one. Okay, folks? That is it. We are out of here. We see you on Thursday. Same WZYE time, same WZYE channel. We are out of here. Bye-bye.
No more rain, no more rain, no more rain, no more rain, no left foot right.
Oh, I want to do this. John Alexander says good night to Professor Warshid and Kwame. Any singing for she supper, she come back home. 4 week pen. Miss Georgia, I'll take your call. You have a minute.
Oh my God. I want to be on the thing I was called.
All right. Oh, okay, you take it off here. Okay, all right, okay. All right, folks, we are out of here.
No more rain, no more rain, no more rain, no more rain, no left foot, right foot again. No more struggle, no more strain, no more pain. We want to see we way, we want a brighter day. No more Rowley again. Bye bye Rowley, bye bye. Bye bye Rowley, bye bye. We're not voting for you. We tired of the bloodshed, tired of the taxes, tired of the potholes and all the excuses. Tired of no water, tired of stretching at the law, tired of the high grocery bills. No left foot, right foot again. No more struggle, no more strain, no more pain. We want to see we way, we want a brighter day. No more Rowley again. Bye bye Rowley, bye bye. Bye bye Rowley, bye bye. We're not voting for you. We tired of the bloodshed, tired of the taxes, tired of the potholes and all the excuses. Tired of no water, tired of stretching a dollar, tired of the high grocery bills. No left foot, right foot again. No more struggle, no more strain, no more pain. We want to see we way, we want a brighter day. No more Rowley again. Bye bye Rowley, bye bye. Bye bye Rowley, bye bye. We're not voting for you. No more rain, 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 no left foot, right foot again. No more struggle, no more strain, no more pain. We want to see we way, we want a brighter day. No more Rowley again. Bye bye Rowley, bye bye. Bye bye Rowley, bye bye. We're not voting for you. Bye bye Rowley, bye.